Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Non-Standard Actions Threefold Conspiracy. It was very weird not having a show last week. Very glad to be back because, I didn't know what to do with myself last Sunday. I don't know about you guys.
I slept. It was kind of nice. I like the show, but I also like sleep.
I like the show a lot better than I like sleep.
Depends how late you stay up the night before.
Nick,
Yeah.
I really like sleep, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not as attached to sleep as a normal human being, I suppose.
Maybe.
This is true.
You know what? I totally didn't do for you guys. I did not
Nick, an icebreaker
grab
question.
I did not grab an icebreaker question. So let me pull up our question sheet and pick one out for you guys.
This is when I do the best. This is when I get the best answers.
I'm gonna. You know what? I don't know if this has a contributor, but I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. We'll use what pyramid scheme either annoys your character the most or do they like the most if your character is like someone who likes pyramid schemes for some reason. We'll start with Leif. What does Iris think about pyramid schemes and what is the worst / best one?
Don't say America. Don't say America. Don't say America. God.
Yeah, this is hard. I need some sample pyramid schemes. Can it be multiple choice?
Multiple choice icebreaker question.
I got one.
All right.
Tom, why don't you go first?
You mean that Iris never spent time like selling leggings
or knives?
No, I haven't sold
oils
or tchotchkes.
See,
makeup.
It's funny you say that, Nick, because Ogden hates the whole essential oil thing that has been spreading across the Pact Worlds recently. Because being a very obligatory, yes, we're clones thing, so he's not actually, but having the mind of a very intelligent doctor who actually knows how all of this stuff should work, he is pretty vehemently against just rubbing some oils on that smell nice. He has always been of the opinion that the essential oils are just a pyramid scheme, but in real life, I don't particularly care if you want to rub oils on yourself. That's fine. But
this is Drunk Fat Ninja's icebreaker. Thank you for the icebreaker, Drunk Fat Ninja.
Yes.
We must have forgot to put your name
talked about. I know that we talked about pyramid schemes, but I can't remember how long ago or what the context was. I know that
because we definitely
Adelaide
talked about Cutco.
Probably made her first million. Right. I think Adelaide might have made her first million running a pyramid scheme, but
What kind of pyramid
she
scheme
doesn't
did
do
she
that
run?
anymore. Well, there's probably a makeup pyramid scheme, like Mary Kay. That girl and her alignment, man.
Was it a decent makeup pyramid scheme, or was it the kind that melts your face?
There's a lot in between.
I want to say that it didn't melt your face, but it was still a pyramid scheme.
Okay, good. Yeah, well, because like Mary Kay is like okay despite being a pyramid scheme. Sorry, Leif. What were you saying?
Claims to be vegan and cruelty free, but it was completely tested on Skittermanders.
Leif, what about Iris?
His least favorite pyramid scheme is this questionnaire. No, it's definitely like they have memory of busting a bunch of shady stuff, but like the one that sticks out the most was let's see, it was called Jeez. I usually got these. I got nothing, guys.
That's okay. Nobody else came up with a clever name for theirs either.
All I can think of is all that keeps going back and forth in my brain is Butco.
It is too early in the morning.
Okay, run with it.
What is Butco?
It's a play on Cutco, obviously.
What do they do?
I need to.
Why did you buy
I
them?
desperately need.
It's got to be something for butts, obviously.
No, clearly it is butts. It's just prosthetic butts. But they're like,
They come to your house and sell you prosthetic butts.
but it's like,
Yes.
really high quality, like will last your entire life and never dull butts.
God, I hate when my butt goes dull.
Right? It's the worst.
Keep your butt
Then you gotta
at solid and right angles, the way that butts were meant to be.
And how does
God.
Iris feel about Butco?
I mean, he cracked them wide open, exposed them for the frauds they were. So feels pretty good about closing that case.
Surely you see the joke there, Leif. Those
Go side.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Simon, what about Lasco?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been desperately Googling this whole time and I've got nothing.
Just pick a product and apply, shady marketing to it. That's it. It doesn't matter what it is. Anything can be an MLM.
Vapes. Okay.
Vapes.
Someone was trying to recruit kids to sell vapes to other kids, and Lasco shoved him out an airlock. At least in his head.
And then they get two friends?
Uh-huh.
Oh man, that is a particularly pernicious pyramid scheme. That's like all kinds
double
of
bad. It's double bad.
Double bad.
Yeah.
Because it's like an underground criminal pyramid scheme.
I feel like we've stumbled on a great, Cards Against Humanity-esque kind of game here, like a card game where it's like, you come up with a pyramid scheme and then you try and market it to your friends. Or maybe this is a Jackbox party game, right? This actually sounds like a Jackbox party game where you come up with a pyramid
sort of
scheme.
patently true kind of gets at this.
Okay, yeah.
You create a fake product and sell it. Yeah.
I'll have to add that to the icebreaker questions and give it to you guys in advance. Leggings at the space gap. Yes. So when last we left our intrepid investigators, y'all had infiltrated Gamut Bio, the lab responsible for the hepadyne implant that you found in these reptoid and human stewards. And you went through the first floor. You found the receptionist to be very cheery and unwilling to fight you.
Also unwilling to give a straight answer.
Yeah.
The dogs were willing to fight us, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those infected thresh wolves were more than happy to fight you. They were very mean puppers. You guys actually never went into one of these rooms. I won't tell you what it is. You fought the Moonflower. You found a dead reptoid shoved in a box. You fought a weird creature that had escaped its cage in this lab, the Botany Lab. And then finally you went into...
panning the camera as you do this. Yeah, so the Botany Lab was what here? E7?
Yes. E7 is the Botany Lab. E6 is the machine plant where you fought the Moonflower. E2 is reception.
Followed by a moonflower.
And then
E7. Sorry. E7 was the one with the horrendous acid monster.
Yes, that's the Botany Lab. E8 was Deep Freeze, where you found the dead reptoid. E3 and E4 were a conference room and a set of offices with nothing really interesting in them. And then, yeah, E9 is the farm where you fought those 4 conjoined Barathu. Very tactically. It's an impressive fight
Yes.
on y'all's part.
Very smart. Very smart.
Well, when you're faced with a terrifying monster that doesn't get hit on a 14 on the die, you have to start getting more creative.
Yeah. You guys shut it down.
That was good. That's not a complaint.
Yeah, we had some very nice, like, Adelaide put down those, like, sharp knives in the air, and Lasco and Ogden slowed it down a lot, and yeah, it's very satisfying. Took advantage of its huge size to make it difficult to get through those doors.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Had to do the whole.
So now,
okay, open the door. Okay, close the door.
Now what?
now you guys are faced with a locked door here. There is these are the reinforced security doors that I mentioned when you first entered the room that are labeled restricted labs, extreme biohazard risk, no unauthorized personnel. And they are indeed locked.
And we haven't picked up any keys.
You guys did find, I feel like you found one.
Wasn't there a key card in the bathroom?
Oh no, we lost a knife.
Yes, you found a
That's
sticky
really
security key card.
We try that one.
Fortunately,
I'm pretty sure because we found it in the.
unfortunately, they're also welded shut.
You look surprised by this, Nick.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I was just sorry, it's still early. It's like there's something with this door. There's a reason you can't just open it. It's here it is. Yeah, they're welded shut.
Okay. Can it be assumed that we took a 10-minute rest?
It absolutely can.
Lovely.
Is there a window in those doors?
No.
Well,
I guess
we're not going that way.
Yeah, I guess I'm not sure whether an engineering check can fix welded shut doors. I assume not.
It would take you have engineering. It would take probably 30 minutes to drill a hole in the doors large enough to squeeze through. You do have a laser drill, but
no, we don't. It got melted. I just checked the loot sheet. It got melted.
Melted. No, you don't have a laser drill. You can't get through these doors.
I was just thinking the same thing. I was like, they gave us a laser drill. Oh.
Yeah, but then they also gave us something that destroys laser drills.
It's impossible to get through without blowing the door apart or cutting it open with specific equipment like a laser drill. And you don't have a laser drill.
So after investigating the door for a few minutes, Lasco will turn to the group and say, I think we should try to find another way around.
Agreed. Perhaps we could go back out through these doors. This seems to be an entrance to the hallway, if my sense of direction is correct.
Yes, I do believe there was a set of doors that we had not yet investigated.
We go through the doors. To the north, dear listener.
A lot of screen flickering.
Yeah, every time you guys move, Roll20 like flickers a little bit on my end too. It's very strange.
Is that only
I'm not seeing it?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's causing that. I'm gonna try refreshing my Roll20. Maybe that'll help.
No, I'm getting it too. Let me I'll fiddle with settings. Carry on without me while I fiddle with
seeing
settings.
it on the stream, but I'm not seeing it on my end.
Yeah.
I'm experiencing it. I am also experiencing it. It's very strange. But anyway, those doors are unlocked and you guys can patch them easily. On the other side, you see a cafeteria with a transparent wall along the outside that overlooks the cloudscape beyond. Several large bubbles in the curved expanse provide a broader view with tables set in them to create cozy nooks. Several automated machines sit on a counter to the west, smelling of coffee and burned corn. There are several terrified-looking office workers in this room. You can make a sense motive if you like, as you see them.
Oh, I'd like to sense their motives.
You
That's
bet.
a 26.
They're obviously panicked and have no combat experience. All three of you realize this.
Okay.
All right.
In that case-
Let Adelaide maybe manage this. Okay, so she's going to make a diplomacy check and say, okay, that's a 19. 20. And she's going to be like, hello. Would any of you be able to help us get through a set of doors?
They retreat further into the cafeteria, shooting you nervous looks as they do, and start building a barricade out of chairs.
Listen,
Oh,
it might be
please
best
don't.
for you all.
You really don't need to do that.
It's
you
worth
all have-
noting you all have weapons drawn, and are not known to these people, so this check could be pretty hard.
Yeah.
I mean, they can live or die as far
Adelaide's
as
gonna put
Ogden's
on her
concerned.
lipstick?
He's just going to tell. I think we have a delay or something because.
Yeah, Liz is dealing with a delay.
Yeah. But Ogden will just say to them, it's probably best if you all have some means to leave this place, that you do so, because something is wrong here. That's all I got.
That's all you got. Do you have a diplomacy check?
You know what? I'm not good at diplomacy, so I might want to tell them a lie instead. So Ogden will continue, saying that we're from the Department of Health Inspections, and he, pulls out a piece of paper. They're far away; it doesn't really matter. And will say, and there seems to be some sort of invasive species that got out of containment, and we are here to evacuate you all. Why don't you step out here? My associates will holster their weapons, and we will just show you to the front door so you all can get out safely. Now he would like to bluff.
I like that bluff. I'd like to help with that.
Sure. Thanks.
So that's a 23.
I have my espionage specialist archetype lets me reroll bluff, stealth, or disguise once per day. I'm going to use that now.
Okay.
I got a little better. That's a 22 before Adelaide's help, so a 24 bluff check to get these folks out of here.
Sure. One of the employees, a female Karashalis Shunta, sort of peeks out from behind the barrier, and says, "We can leave."
We're certainly not going to stop you. In fact, we'd encourage it.
In fact, yes, quite. We make a little motioning, like little hurrying motions towards the door.
Go.
Oh, okay. Come on, guys. And I guess they will. You guys don't want to ask these people who work here any questions?
Before you go, you do have a few questions so that we can avoid. Oh, before you go, quick thing. If I could ask you a few questions so that we can do our jobs better.
Sure, what do you want to know?
You're about to go? Great. So there's a set of doors in the large terrarium, or whatever the hell you would call it, that room. They've been welded shut. Do you happen to know who might have done that?
One of the, a guy in a janitor's uniform pipes up. Yeah, they had us weld those shut a couple weeks ago. You can get in through the water reclamation center in the machine plant, though. Dr. Mole has confiscated all the cards a few days earlier. But does he have one for you? But you might be able to find one around here somewhere.
I believe, and produce the sticky one. Oh,
Yep,
did you mean
that would
this?
be one.
Fantastic. Is there anything we should know going through those water reclamation tunnels?
Soon says, "Oh, there are cyclers down there. There is a shutdown code, and she will give that to you.
Yes.
To
No
shut down
transfer for us.
the water cyclers there."
Out of curiosity, how long have you been working here?
Oh, just a couple of years. Why?
Have you noticed anything suspicious here about the implants that are sent out, or maybe the behavior of the secretary?
I mean, something weird is going on, I guess. It was really strange to start producing augmentations in the first place.
What did you produce initially?
Oh, you don't know?
We are safety inspectors, not business experts.
You guys have this already. It's up here.
Yeah, we knew what they.
But it's been 2 weeks.
Um.
I'm
well-
not saying I remember exactly what it was, but our characters.
Yeah, I know. I'm
probably
just like,
remember
this
what
is
it
the
was.
last book. I don't remember either.
All right, I feel better.
10 years. Before we always focused on symbiotic food crops for the epifarms.
Mm.
And what changed? Did you come under new management?
No. Like I said, we all thought it was strange.
Who
Where did the
mandated
orders come from?
Yes.
The top, I suppose. I'm just a graphic designer. I just do what they tell me.
So you never met or knew the person who issued the original order. It filtered in through middle management.
I imagine it came from the Vency or someone close to him, but I don't know.
Have you interacted with Da Vinci much?
No, not really. I mean, Da Vinci's a genius, but he doesn't spend much time on the business side of things, honestly. Certainly doesn't care about social media marketing, you know?
So you wouldn't have noticed if his behavior changed sometime in the last 2 years?
No.
All right, that's all I have.
Yes. Anything else, Miss Fortwith?
I think it's time to go into the sewers, as I suspected. You've all been very helpful. Thank you.
Sure. Good luck. You guys do find another Mark III culinary synthesizer over on that counter, and in the cupboard below there are 500 UPBs, presumably to run said culinary synthesizer.
Good.
You can steal them and turn them into weapons and armor and whatever else you want. So
This will replace the culinary synthesizer that almost invariably got melted in the null space chamber.
you know what? Make that 2 culinary synthesizers off that counter.
Oh no, it's really fine.
I melted a lot of your loot. Go ahead and make that 2.
Got it. Don't have to tell me twice.
Because a lot of your loot got melted. Hopefully that'll make up for some. But I gotta look at the numbers on your loot.
We came to an agreement last time, I think.
Yeah,
We worked it out.
it's also been a while since I
But
looked
it has been
to check if your wealth is on track. But yeah, so now you have a little bit more information. You guys probably already suspected where that went, but now you have a code to turn off the water cyclers, which is useful.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's super great.
where is the sewer entrance?
It was actually
In the
funnily enough
machine
where we
unit.
came in. Remember we found some diving helmets?
Yeah, and you saw that hatch in the floor, remember? And you guys went, no, we're not going down there yet.
That doesn't make sense to go down. We need to clear this place
Adelaide was like, yeah, and Adelaide was like, oh no, it's like I sense I sense a narrative here.
Yes.
Could have just gone down there. It would have been fine. You would have just had less information.
But I yearn for
lot less.
information.
It is a mystery. Finding the information is generally pretty good. So, you guys now have a key card and can open that hatch easily. Peering down that hatch, you can indeed see down into a large water tank, the walls of which are covered with bacterial mats and ultraviolet lamps that help break down contaminants, while a large turbine in the northeast corner creates the water. Gravel has been spread along the floor, and large tubes lead to the west and south. Let me put all of you guys together, and then you can rearrange yourselves on the other side of this dynamic lighting wall that I created. Troop. Come down here. You're coming from this tube off to the west. It's the tube you're coming out of. So go ahead and arrange yourselves in that tube.
To the tube.
And are we swimming all this way, or is it like shallow?
It is not, in fact, shallow. The ceiling is 15 feet up, and it's completely full of water.
So we have those diving helmets, right? So
you could
breathing
absolutely have put those on before you hopped in, yes, because you could see the water came like right up to the top.
We also have 6 level of armor days of environmental protections as well, which provides breathable atmosphere.
Yeah, you can. Your armor will also let you breathe underwater.
Oh, what the hell? Yeah, armor is effectively life bubble. The diving helmets are for those weird characters that choose not to wear armor in a sci-fi setting.
Yeah.
Weird pick, but okay.
Hey, I mean, there are people that insist on only building unarmed striking characters too, Simon and Starfinder, in this game of laser swords and cannons and stuff.
That's less weird. Maybe my claws are laser claws. You don't know.
I'm missing some tokens.
Sick.
Is this how you would like to come out of the tube?
Yeah, Adelaide, you probably don't want to be in front.
Unless she wants to.
I'm waiting patiently.
You are correct.
Only 5 seconds of lag there. Woof.
Oof.
Roll 20. Being so dumb this morning.
Yeah, the flashing's weird.
Um,
It's happening on Chrome and Firefox on 2 different computers for me.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it happens like at different levels of zoom on the map. I've seen it before, and usually zooming in or out helps, but it's not really in this case. All right, that's the order you would like to be in. I'm moving you back just a little bit because swimming around in that water is this Kalo Doctor
Maybe she's friendly.
and her 2 Arkmores.
Maybe they're also friendly.
I have little hope.
They are not, in fact, friendly. They appear to want to eat you, kill you. The Mores probably want to eat you a little bit, or just cook you.
Oh, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Roll me some initiative as she comes at you with her Mores. Oh man,
That's some more.
roll 20 is so much faster. Oh, not perception. Wrong system. Oh man, I just like instantly pop out character sheets, guys. This is great. Oh,
Nice. Oh, because
so
those of
much
you who don't know,
better.
Nick is working from their new
What did you
working from their
change?
new computer this week.
Yeah, if you haven't been following General on our Discord channel, I rebuilt my entire, well, not my entire, I rebuilt my rig significantly this week. I needed a new CPU real bad, which meant I also had to replace the motherboard and the RAM, and it's all, I didn't bother to go like search out things that weren't RGB. You know, I'm not like huge on RGB. I could take it or leave it, but it was much easier just to, you know, take it.
It's very shiny.
And it's very shiny. In fact, I can even like this motherboard is smart enough that my RGB can change color depending on either heat or CPU usage as well. So I can just like set it and be able to glance over and see how hot my computer is, which is cool.
See, that's useful.
Awesome.
Yeah, I ended up setting it back to the color changing though because it's just so pretty, and it matches my little iHome now, and my whole desk here just slowly changes colors. It's great. Anyway, as you see this doctor coming at you, Lasco gets to act first. Oh, I need to add one more. I need to add a tracker here because this cycler off in the corner here, this turbine, is gonna act at the end of the round. You guys have a code to shut it off. Cycler.
Is it disrupting us in some way?
You will see, but they did warn you upstairs that it is dangerous to anybody in here. You can see a waterproof panel next to the ladder to E6. Oh, right next to you. Well, back here, back down the tunnel. You saw a panel back there.
Okay, so I could turn off the water cycler with that panel.
Yes, and the code that you have. But if you do not, it will do bad
Okay.
things at the end of the round.
All right, Lasco will. I guess I want to know what the water cycler does that's so bad. So I will not turn it off this round. Lasco will deftly swim. I need a better word for swim. There's like a bunch of different types of swims. What's a good type of swim? Breaststroke? Is that something you can do underwater?
You are like totally underwater, but I suppose you could. Speaking of swimming,
Lasco has a
nobody
swim
has swim speed. Do they?
Swim speed.
Oh, okay. Alaska's fine.
Lasco's a daredevil,
Continue.
so he has a swim
Yeah.
speed.
How deep is the room?
15 feet.
Okay. Iris just sinks to the bottom and is walking on the bottom.
Yeah, I imagine it's used because armor comes with mag boots. I imagine you can absolutely sink yourself to the bottom and use your mag boots to use your land speed. Instead of swimming, I'm going to put the swimming bit from athletics.
We'll probably want to keep track of elevation then, right? Oh no. Oh yeah, I guess Liz mentioned that she'd disappear briefly in an effort to
She'll be back.
decrease lag. Yeah.
This is calm water, so the DC is only going to be 10 to swim, but you are going to move half speed. Nobody's going to make no progress, so hopefully. But Lasco has a swim speed, so he swims over there.
Yep. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, so Lasco swims over there with really. I still need a good name of swim. Oh no, I'm not Nick.
I don't know, man. Huh?
And then
Liz's
camera is off.
Camera
so
on. It's okay.
It puts me under. And then
Buttstubble suggests flounder, but I don't think flounder is really the image you're going for.
Yeah.
No, flounder sounds like you're bad at swimming, and I need a word that sounds like I'm good at swimming. I'll get back to you on that.
You'll have a whole
paddles.
round after this turn to come up with a better word for next round.
Make her half speed, in case that matters. And attack.
That will hit.
For 33 damage.
All right.
And
Very
then
nice.
back up to be next to Iris, I guess, going down to the bottom of the room where he is.
Now, everybody, don't forget that attacks underwater, a lot of them have a -2 penalty to attacks. However, since Lasco's unarmed strike is piercing, piercing is the one that doesn't, yes. Anything that is, I believe... Oh, gosh. Attacks that deal electricity damage take that.
I should have prepped you guys a handout on underwater combat.
Oh, that's okay. I posted it in our TFC chat.
Oh,
everything but piercing takes a -2 penalty and deals half damage. Period. Sorry, that's melee piercing. Melee attacks that deal piercing damage deal full damage. So, like, my piercing pistol is still going to do half damage and take the -2 penalty. Attacks that deal fire damage do only a quarter damage. Attacks that deal electricity damage take a -4 penalty to the attack roll, but deal half damage.
Right,
and then thrown weapons are just totally ineffective.
What about combat maneuvers?
It doesn't mention those, so I guess you can just do them.
Yeah, the combat maneuvers deal less damage, which is 0, so...
Yeah. So
attacks are going to take a penalty, but a combat maneuver is not really an attack, so you can still combat maneuver.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Like, grabbing someone underwater is easier than punching them underwater.
Yeah,
that seems right.
Exactly. You both weigh less, so it sort of evens out. However, grabbing a Kalo could be tough. I don't know why.
They slippery.
Also, eels. Grabbing eels could be tough. Just saying. Lasco, are you doing anything else with your turn?
No, that was a standard and a move.
All right. This eel is going to try to hurt somebody. Let's see. They have this eel. Let's give him a color. This one's gonna be red. This eel is gonna swim up to Iris and
Flotsam and Jetsam.
Yeah,
That's the name of the eels from Little Mermaid.
Yes.
And electric arc generates a powerful bolt of electricity. That's a 23 to hit your EAC, sir.
You do not hit. Oh wait, 23 to hit EAC.
Mm-hmm.
Without my shield, that meets.
Ha! 8 electricity damage, sir.
No electricity damage. I am immune. And by immune, I mean I have electricity resistance. 8.
Oh wow.
Isn't that such a nice errata? It gave you this.
They can do that from 20 feet. Oh, look! Its friend here, the blue one, remembers that it could do it from way back here. And is going to do that twice at Lasco.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a 26 to hit for 7 electric. And then the second one is a crit which isn't really going to matter because it's just going to arc to Iris, who's not going to take any damage, except for that it's going to do 15.
Yeah,
damage.
So what was it? It was 7, then 15?
7 and then 15.
So I have 4 electric resistance, 19, 11 damage total.
How much electric resistance do you have, Leif?
It's the one that I switched to with my.
Oh, so lots. More than 4.
Yeah,
Got
it's going to
it.
be 8. It's going to be 9 after this.
Okay, yeah. So you feel a little prickle as it arcs over to you from Lasco, but you don't take any damage from it.
Oh, no. I'd like to imagine it manifests like this. Some electricity hits Iris, and their circuits start to glow even more vibrantly for a split second.
Nice.
As they absorb the electricity and incorporate it into their central processing unit.
Classic Iron Golem.
Yes, exactly.
Good stuff. Ogden, it's your turn.
Ogden is a pretty smart guy. Unlike Lasco, he doesn't want to see what the big blender in the corner does. So he's just gonna, especially since Lasco is 10 feet away from it.
No curiosity.
Ogden will move over. No, a lot of curiosity. He just doesn't. Just not curious about what's gonna happen to your body.
No desire to roll new characters.
Or paying stats for new art, which totally on you guys if you die.
Oh yeah, okay. I need to make an athletics check to swim. Yes.
You do. It is only a DC 10.
Well, bad news. I have a -1 penalty to athletics checks because my armor is bulky.
Okay.
So that's only a 7.
So you did fail by 4, or if you fail by 4 or less, you make no progress. If you fail by 5 or more, you sink beneath the surface or sink deeper.
Okay.
So you just make no progress. Not that sinking would really hurt
That's
you guys.
just one move action, though, right?
Yeah, so you could use your second move action. Let's try again.
Okay, but then what kind of action is it to turn this thing off?
I'll let you use a swift action to put in the code.
Thanks.
Actually, maybe I won't. Lasco really wants to know what it does.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Just let him get there. I mean, what kind of action is it? Is it a move action?
But first give me an athletics check to see if you can even.
Yeah.
It might be neither here nor there. Oh, it is. It is here or there.
Over there.
That's a 12.
You managed to swim over there. But I think I am going to make it a move action. Yep. I think I am going to make it a move.
Lame. Then
I'm just imagining Ogden like pinwheeling his arm.
I didn't realize that's not an effective way to swim, and do it a doggy paddle instead.
Yeah, I am reminded of Thunderball, the James Bond movie where there was an underwater fight that lasted like 20 minutes. So this is great. I'm playing out all the James Bond fantasies. So Ogden then will move over, and as he's going, he'll curse to himself in his suit, and draw his injector pistol, and end my turn.
This good doctor is after you. And let's see, I've got a couple of fun inhibitors here. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna shoot Lasco.
They said inhibitor. It's a biohacker.
Oh, it's a miss. Oh no. Oh. And then
she does have a syringe at the end of a stick. That was gonna be a biohacker.
I mean,
and she's wearing that spiffy little outfit too.
And then she has a swim speed. She's gonna go back here, behind her eels. Adelaide.
Oh, well, this is fun. Adelaide will cast Infinite Worlds to create a hazard. And she can't really think of anything other than so we're going to go for a 10-foot radius. Oh, we've got a thing for that, actually. Let me draw that. Let me drag it here. And it's gonna be there. So she puts down a hazard of piercing damage type and a bunch of little crystals suddenly, precipitate out of the water and are suspended there. Yeah, so bunches of little needle crystals, because you know what, that works for her.
Does that disrupt spellcasting in some way?
They just take 2 damage per round that they're in the hazard.
Is that your turn, start of turn, end of turn? Oh, here we go. Select the type of damage. Each round, so that's going to be your turn. 2 damage, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't suppose you can move it right one.
I can move it right
there is a fort save for half.
Yes.
Gonna meet, and this eel is going to make it as well.
Damn.
All right. That is a standard action. Do you want to use your move?
Yes, she's gonna take out her. She's gonna take out her Electrovore statuette.
All right. Iris, you got an eel in your face.
Yeah, Iris will first point out that biohackers don't cast spells. They are not mechanically like spells, and then lunge at the eel and try to grapple it. That's a 35. That's a 19 on the die. If I don't grapple it,
Oh my goodness, that eel is grappled.
Is it pinned?
Hey.
Oh, pinned, yeah.
Isn't pinned 13 or more?
Yes.
I genuinely don't know.
So grapple is 8
It's gonna be
over
enough.
AC.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it
wow.
enough?
Yeah.
All right, so here's kind of what happens.
By my math.
Iris jumps, lunges at this thing, grabs it, and just slams it to the ground, but like does it with a cool little flourishy spin. So when the move ends, it's actually he's got his boot, or they've got their boot standing like on the midsection of this eel, keeping it pinned.
Like
Oh
with the
my
magnet.
goodness.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
this is a pin deal. For pinned, we'll just use this big nope.
Just a nope.
Just a nope. At the so that was a standard action. Would you like your move?
I don't know what I'd do with my move, so I'm just gonna. Can I try to reposition it, or is that's a standard, isn't it?
Standard.
That's also a standard.
Yeah. So Iris is just going to with their move yell, "I've got this one."
Overcomes, presumably, since, water.
Yeah, you also have mind link circlets.
Yeah. No.
Oh, yes.
Thinks that you
You
guys
guys are
that.
telepathic with each other.
That's right.
All right then. Well, at the end of the round, everybody needs to make an athletics check.
So
to
even if
swim.
we have a spin speed?
Even if you have a swim speed. Every creature in the water.
So
I
does that
hate
include the doctor?
everything.
It does.
Okay.
But she's quite good at swimming for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Oh, God.
Oh, hey.
Couldn't have
I got a
anything
7.
to do.
Right. It couldn't possibly be because she's a Kalo and has a natural swim speed.
I mean, I have a natural
well-
swim speed, too.
So everybody above a 15 is fine.
Or like an
Oh man,
unnatural.
Ogden, you're having a very bad day.
But
As
he's
you were
also
pulled-
very far away.
As you are pulled 10 feet closer to the turbine. Also, Adelaide is pulled 10 feet closer to the turbine. So probably probably into this square here, since you're like pushed
Okay.
around Lasco.
I was gonna say like if Lasco, do we occupy the same square? But I guess not.
No, you can't occupy the same square. But luckily, Doan is dragged into the turbine, so that's good. And we come back to Lasco.
Not turbine.
No, it's a wind turbine. It's a water turbine. It's not a turbine.
What's the difference?
This is a difference of dialect.
Yeah, we're not. This is. We understand what Nick meant when they said turbine, because it is commonly accepted that there are not bits of wrapped hat under the water spinning quickly.
I understand.
Can you imagine? Can you pick?
Turbine.
I think it's pronounced. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter.
You're being a dirty prescriptivist, Simon. Or
yeah, that's me. Next question. Lasco, while Lasco easily keeps up with the turbines water sucking powers, Lasco notes that other people don't, and he thinks over at Ogden, do you need help turning it off?
Yes, I had a hard time getting over there last round.
Okay. Lasco swims over there and enters the code.
All right, the turbine is off.
Boring. End of turn.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Moray is pinned. Let's see what happened. Let's put the pinned condition on his sheet.
Have we already said that's a Moray? Because
that's a
the joke is already
Yes, I
made.
did.
Bad day. Bad day to be a Moray. Suppose you could try to escape. What do I need to escape, guys? We haven't done
Too much.
You give up. You lose your turn. That's how you escape. No, not
Grappling
even
in Starfinder is hard to escape.
How do I escape? Someone who knows the
acrobatic
grappling
skill. Sorry, it's been a long time.
I like the explanation Tom has given. You give up. You give in. You allow
that was
death
Simon.
to take you. Oh, sorry.
The
Yeah,
Moray thrashes helplessly under Iris's boot.
Moray uses splash. Nothing happened.
But it missed.
The other Moray over here, however, is still far enough away that it's going to do a couple of electric arcs at Adelaide and miss both of those attacks. Both of them are just going to miss. 16 doesn't hit anybody
Good.
on this group anymore. Ogden.
Okay, Ogden has eyes on biohacker doctor. Sees a Moray over here. Sees that Iris is, pinning one to the ground over here to the south, and so Ogden will aim all the way across the chamber at this Moray here. Taking a -2 penalty to this shot, he is just going to make it a basic inhibitor. So the -1 penalty to AC is what it is. The one that doesn't cost a biohack. But since this is an inhibitor, I can slow its speeds down by 50% as well. So all that to say, I'm probably going to miss because I spent so much time telling you what my attack is going to do. That's a 19 versus KAC. Oh. Okay. Very nice. That's 12 points of piercing damage then.
Nice. And it's slowed, you say? For how long?
It is slowed by 50%
The rest of its life?
for the rest of its miserable life.
Got it.
Yes. Mechanically speaking, those of you who are wondering, that's 8 rounds.
Yeah, in these short fights, 8 rounds is just the rest of its life.
That's almost a full minute that you're sluggish.
It is, in
pretty
fact,
much.
more than a minute. No,
No, it's 10
Almost.
rounds for a minute.
10 rounds for a minute.
Yeah.
Almost a minute.
And then, you know what? Ogden will try an athletics check to sort of swim up next to Adelaide. So he can line up a better shot on the doctor.
Believe in
perhaps.
you.
He fails and sinks to the bottom? Question
yes.
mark?
You
'Cause he got a
sink
5.
to the bottom. If you fell by 5 or more, you sink beneath the surface or sink deeper. So yes, you sink towards the
All
bottom.
right.
I imagine you guys are in the middle layer. It's 15 feet deep, so the bottom would be the first, then the middle.
Yeah. There's
the top.
three squares, so to speak, going vertically.
Right. So let's do let's mark this with either a 1, 2, or a 3 zones. Here we'll just use a little blue one. So Leaf, Iris is in zone 1. Adelaide is in zone 2. Ogden is in zone 1. Lasco is in zone 2. The Morays, this one's already blue, is in 2. We'll make this one colored green. This one's in 2. All the baddies are in 2 right now.
Wasn't the red one pinned?
Oh, the red one has been pinned. So Iris, I presume. Well, but it's pinned. And story-wise, Iris put it under his boot, but he hasn't actually moved it there yet. Maybe he's just got it grabbed above his head, and he's gonna drag it down.
Yeah, we're gonna try and do that.
Their boot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just tied it in a knot.
Yeah.
I thought pinned proned people. Am I misremembering that?
No.
Considered flat-footed.
I definitely remember Itzy proning so many people with pinning them.
I don't think he did. He just pinned them.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it applies when you hit pinned. It also applies flat-footed, which I mean that's bad.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of that. Okay.
I think that's what you're thinking of.
That's okay. There's also a bunch of other
regardless.
Stuff with it, but
anyway, you're gonna try and so you sink deeper rather than swimming up towards Adelaide, and you are now on the bottom. Which does mean you could activate your mag boots and just walk.
Yeah, is that I want to hope that that's a swift action.
I believe it is. Go ahead and look it up. If it is a swift action, then you accomplish it this turn. If it's not, then you can do it on your next one.
Okay. I click my heels together.
The good doctor is gonna swim up here and hold her action.
Replace him with
Adelaide.
Oh, good. Wonderful. I'm so happy. Well, that Moray gets another 2 damage for the for being piercing.
For the Moray, it fails.
Woohoo. And Adelaide is going to cast Puncture Veil on the doctor. Needles for needles.
Oh no!
Now that sounds like a pyramid scheme.
Okay. So this is one creature taking 2d4 piercing.
Do 6 piercing.
And gains bleeding 2 for 3 rounds.
Okay. 3 rounds bleeding happens on her turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Would you like your... Nope, that's a full action.
Move?
Iris.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to continue doing damage while maintaining a grapple, but I want to maintain the grapple. It's easier to maintain the grapple.
Unless you have a constrict weapon.
Yeah, no, I do not. This was as far as I was going to go. I didn't want to go full Itzy on Nick here.
It's very difficult to. Have to take all the right feats.
Well, let me tell you.
All the right grats.
Yeah, I took no less than I've taken no less than 2 things that allow me to grapple, and this is the first time I think that I've grappled successfully.
It's hard to work into your
It really is, and I'm
grapple or pin condition lasts until the end of your next turn, unless you renew it with another grapple combat maneuver.
So they are technically still grappled while I attack them.
Punch them. Yeah.
Yeah. So you could smack. If you reposition a creature as a full action, you can move a distance equal to the distance you repositioned your target up to your move speed, dragging the target along with you.
Oh. Nice. So we could just drag it down the hallway and we can all beat it up. Okay.
You could, yes. If you still wanted to do a reposition, if you wanted to drag it down to the bottom.
So it's at half my land speed?
You'll need to succeed at another maneuver, though.
Because I'm already moving half my land speed, so it would be like quarter land speed.
Yeah.
I'd be able to move 5 feet. No, we're not doing that. I only have a move speed of 30 feet. Oh, wait, do I? No. Oh, no, that's next level. Next level, I get to become also a blitz soldier, because who takes anything other than that at 9th level?
You're gonna be at 5 feet probably anyway.
All right. Full attack punch with all their negatives. Oh my god, and it's a 19 and a 12.
Well, the 19 will hit.
Yay for max damage.
That's before the penalty, though, right?
It'll still hit. Oh wait, this is KAC.
They're flat-footed and pinned.
Oh, but they're pinned. Yeah, no, it's gonna hit. Actually, let me click this pin button. Because 12 is not quite enough.
12 is not quite enough.
But a 19 definitely hits.
Okay. I'm like, do we have any +1s? Would a +1 help?
It would actually.
A couple. Take it. Do it.
Yeah,
Audience,
say no more.
A +1.
There's already a +1 in the queue. Yeah.
I'll take it. We'll take it to double the damage.
I haven't looked at the queue. I knew I was forgetting something. This one's from Jet.
Thank you, Jet.
Jet says this one's up for grabs.
Jet. Oh, how I miss you. I'm so sorry. I've missed your games recently.
Yeah, Leaf is just terrible. They've been missing games left and right.
Listen, dear
Not of their own volition.
No, work is important.
Yeah, I've recently started working again, and I am in the middle of a move, so it's things are a little hectic. We're gonna figure it out though, because Ava's axes are thirsty. That is all I will say.
They are. Yeah, need more wrath. Okay, so that was a full round attack. Iris dealt 22 bludgeoning damage to that moray.
43 actually.
43.
Because they took the +1.
Oh, because the +1,
which made that 12.
Yes.
Sorry, there was a lot of superfluous talking in there too. I don't.
Oh
blame you
man, that eel looks really bad. Really bad. It gets a turn. It's no longer pinned because you released it.
Whoa! Lasco goes first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Lasco gets a turn.
I had hit the button before and then I hit it again. My bad. Lasco, you do get to go. Yes.
Lasco swims back over Ogden, thinking down at him. I see you were never assigned to Kalamahoy, agent. But chooses not to be any skimpier than that. Swims into above Iris.
Which triggers the doctor's held action. 17 probably misses you.
Yes.
Well, all right, continue.
And bites this eel.
Okay. Oh, that's a dead.
My lord!
Oh my god! You bite through that eel.
Oh,
it is in pieces.
Iris free action thinks at you. You don't know where that thing's been.
I can't really eat it. Yeah, there's some questions here around like how I bite things when I'm wearing a helmet. Let's not worry about it too much.
Unagi!
Oh my god!
That's a good point. Maybe at this point you are actually punching things. Maybe I don't know.
I think we should just say
your
claws and leave it at that.
Fancy space helmet. It's a fancy space helmet. Let's not worry about it.
Opens for you to bite.
Yeah.
How would you breathe?
Tubes or something. Space tubes, laser tubes.
We need that on a shirt, guys.
What, space tubes?
What?
No, just I don't know, tubes or something.
Actually, I guess I have a move action, right? So I will move up to here.
Okay. So rude. It's the other Moray's turn, I suppose, since the first Moray is dead. So very dead. You know what? It's gonna bite you. Let's go. Twice. It's gonna attempt to bite. Nom 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 nom. Oh, and those both miss. Those definitely miss. Ogden.
Ogden will. I couldn't find whether it's a swift action or not to kick them on.
Swift action to kick them on.
The Magboots.
You just click your heels.
Okay, thanks. Then Ogden will move over here. And
still half speed because you're like walking along the bottom of the pool, you know, but
that makes sense. Luckily that was 15 feet, which is half of my speed. And Ogden will fire at the doctor this time. Taking that -2 penalty. Let's also make this a -1 to AC.
Okay.
Because I don't fancy my odds of hitting very frequently. That's a 20. A 20 versus
that's a hit.
AC. Oh wow. For
I mean,
10
you're fighting
piercing,
another biohacker. Did you really expect that not to hit?
I mean, a 20 would hit my. No, it wouldn't hit my CAC actually. So yeah, I do expect that not to hit, but that's okay. I'm not complaining. So they take 10 points of piercing, -1 to AC, and half speed for the rest of their life, unless we, don't kill them. I suppose. Her. So that is my turn.
Sounds good. You did the armor break, right?
It was -1 to AC, yes.
It's 1 to AC.
Or was it -1 to attack rolls? It's been so long since I used basic biohack. I'll look it up while...
Yeah, look it up and well,
yeah,
it's gonna... But either... we'll see. We'll see if it matters. Look it up. We're gonna syringe stick Lasco. Just once, because we really want this to hit. Stab! Gosh dang it! 18 to hit.
Doesn't hit. Nick, you can just say she got a 24. I won't tell the audience.
But now they would know. I don't know.
Yeah, now they would know. It is also a -1 to attack rolls, not to AC. I forgot. So
okay, well, it didn't hit anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. This is why we rolled in math. She's gonna take her 2 bleed damage. I almost forgot. Mark down this bleed damage to 2 more rounds. And then trying to get away from Lasco is a fool's game. But hold on, maybe it's not. Actually, no, it's not. She's way fast.
She's got half speeds right now.
Oh, she does have half speeds. That's why she was trying to half speed Lasco, man. She's trying to give you a taste of your own medicine, but she can't hit him. Well, actually, I don't think she... Oh, you did just... No, Lasco didn't hit her last round. Lasco's is only 1 round. She's not half speed. The Moray is half speed.
I hit her this round.
Oh, you hit her with a half speed this round. I missed the half speed. Your half speed less.
Yeah, that's just always thrown in on my inhibitors.
I guess in that case, she'll shift back behind her Moray.
Question. That means she's moving into the sharp crystals, right?
Yeah. But that happens on Adelaide's turn, which it is now. So they will make fort saves.
Yep. So, now, Adelaide doesn't have a whole lot of spells left and has a feeling that we're going to run into other people. So she's just going to cast Hazard. Reflex save from the 2 of them.
Okay.
And we're going to give it... It's just a little quick burst. Focused there, so it doesn't hit Lasco.
Okay. What type of... I presume you're doing acid or cold and not electricity or fire. I guess Sonic's in there too. Which type are you doing?
Cold.
Okay.
The water suddenly gets icy cold. Yep. So... Yes. So 3 damage if they don't get the reflex save. And then,
You're unaffected.
yeah. Okay.
Oh,
cool.
no.
Cool. And then,
That was a
word
standard. Do you like your
that
move?
thing. I
You can
feed
say
it
no.
to Herald. Yeah, I feed
thank
it
you.
to Herald.
Iris?
Oh, don't forget to take bleeding damage.
That happened on her turn.
Iris is going to move up under here, and then
Can you get
Go
there with
for a-
top speed?
punch. Yes, that is exactly 15 feet.
Okay, cool.
That's why I did the measure.
Just checking.
I don't know if you saw it.
I missed the measure.
Yeah, it's
It's
15
so fast
feet.
on other people's screens.
True.
I'm not
True.
looking at it directly. I miss it.
So
All right,
I'm
so you
underneath,
move up there.
and I punch with the 16.
You
That's not
punch an
including my.
eel.
You do a flanking.
Yeah, that's not including
Oh.
my flanking.
With flanking, that is just enough.
Nice.
19 damage to that eel. Oh, did that include your -2 for punching underwater?
With my -2 from being underwater. So it's plus
missed
2
it.
minus. Oh, is flanking a plus 2 or a plus 4? Holy cow! I only clicked.
Flanking is a +2. You
Darn
have
it.
-2 for punching underwater. So it
Okay,
does
so
not.
it is just a 16.
All right. In that case, Lasco.
Lasco will just
And try to aim out
move.
those bullets.
Do I care about provoking? I guess I do care about provoking. So I'll step and then trick attack the doctor with the half speed and no steps.
So rude. That's 26 damage.
And she's quarter speed.
Quarter speed. Oh man. Can't go anywhere. I presume that's it for you?
Yep.
Okay. This Moray is going to bite Lasco twice.
He deserves it.
Does a 19 hit?
No.
KAC. All right, Ogden.
Okay, Ogden is going to. Lasco's in the way. Everybody's in the way. Ogden takes another shot at the doctor.
That soft cover from her eel
Yeah,
back there.
I'll use a biohack. We're going to call this the sickened biohack. This will override the -1 to attacks.
Okay.
It's probably not a great idea. That's a crit, though, so that's okay.
Dead. That is a dead biohacker. Her body floats
Oh, snap.
to the top of the pool.
And then Ogden points at the eel and says, "That's amore." And ends his turn.
All right, Adelaide. You do know that that's a moray.
well,
you don't think it's
Adelaide.
an arc moray.
Mm-hmm.
Adelaide will do another hazard for sonic damage this time.
All right.
Ah.
The moray appears not to care about your sonic damage.
What?
So rude.
Well, I mean, they could be making their saves too.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Still rude.
Still rude. Anything else?
Nope. She feeds her move action to Herald.
Thanks.
Nom nom nom. Iris.
Is going to full attack.
Okay.
Yes. And this is I just don't bother checking flanking right now because +2
Because it
-2.
evens out. 19 will hit, and 11 will miss. 23 damage to the eel. Bad looking eel. Lasco. Finish
will.
that eel.
Full attack.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, it's a dead eel. Lasco also obliterates this eel into floating little shreds of eel in the water.
Yes, Lasco was somewhat made for a fight like this.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what those things were resistant to, just so I know and won't be up at night wondering about it?
Of course.
She says to her companion with the Pokedex.
Yes.
Yeah, Ogden pulls out his index of all monsters, and they did indeed, those morays had resistance of 10 to cold. Because cold water.
Okay. Yes.
Upon looting the body here of Dr. Caljam, you get a Deuce 1,
Oh, boy.
an advanced needler pistol, a sharp pointed syringe stick, and a golden locket, which contains a hologram of 4 other Kalo and their contact information.
It's very sad. It's too bad we can talk with her.
Yeah.
Question.
If you inspect the body, you find more of those mycelium strands.
I was going to ask.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, hey, we can get rid of those little blue thingies, right?
Yes, one. You won't really need them for reference anymore. And you guys can take your time getting across the room. / your non-swimmers can sink to the bottom and use their bag boots to walk.
Yeah, that's what Adelaide's doing. Because so recall always that Adelaide has a strength score of 8. So.
Yeah, you can purposely fail the swim check and sink to the bottom and turn on your boots, and then sort of just slowly walk across the bottom of the tank. It's fine.
Let it be said though that acrobatics or athletics requires strength. Never mind, I was thinking of acrobatics. Holy crap!
Yep.
Weirdo.
Well, it's hard, right? Because they both start with A, and they're both like right next to each other in the skills sheet. Anyway, sorry. Go on.
Similar sounding things.
Huh. I didn't put an end cap on this tunnel. There is totally like an end cap on this tunnel, but I didn't put one on the dynamic lighting layer. But you can come out the other side of the tube. Oh, you know why I didn't? Because it's just a grate.
Oh, great.
You guys can easily open the grate and step through it. There are 2 large pools of water and several hydroponic racks filling much of this laboratory, each overgrown with aquatic plants. As I said, a grated well in the eastern pool plunges down into darkness. So actually, you guys come up, through the pool. A throbbing node, 3 feet across, hums softly in the largest tank, tied into the vine-like fungal tendrils leading across the ceiling and to the eastern door.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
So there's tendrils, you say?
Yes. Vine-like fungal tendrils.
Ogden scans them from a distance with his microlab.
This fungal node. Let me sort of bounce back to the top here for information on these fungal nodes. I don't think you're going to know much about them. They're green, which reminds you of give me a life science check. Or I guess give me a life science check. No problem.
Okay.
They're not in your Pokedex.
That makes sense. I have no idea what these are, but I do have a 25.
Yeah, 25 isn't enough to identify them spot on, but they do remind you of the mycelium you've seen.
Okay.
Maybe this
Ogden will. No, go on, please.
Maybe this is where they're initially grown, so that they can be turned into augments?
Yes, this seems to be some sort of farming area. So everybody keep your environmental protections on, should we encounter any spores or anything like that.
Is there any way that we can simply firebomb this room, descend into the tubes, and wait it out? No, I didn't think
I like
so.
where your head's at.
Cyrus pulls out
I
a
have
couple
quite a lot
of
of frag grenades.
flame grenades. Just kind of.
No?
This is a good plan B, but we need to make sure that before we do such a thing, I'm all for that, but we need to, we also need to destroy whoever is creating this so that it can't be created again.
I believe Ms. Forthwith was just referencing this particular room.
Well, yes.
You would be surprised how many problems can be solved by simply setting them on fire.
You suspect you could destroy that node that's like pulsing, but the vines themselves, like the strands of this mycelium-like stuff, are not only all over this room, but they go out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Upsetting.
Yes.
The door, is this the door down
To the
here?
south?
Yeah. It
Okay.
is indeed.
So then, if you all want to destroy these vines right now, that's fine. That's fine. But we could, we could probably figure out who else is in here before we do such a thing.
It seems there's nothing to be gained by destroying the vines now.
Aside from removing access to a resource for our potential, almost inevitable opponents in the next room.
If we can cut off the head,
Sure.
I don't think trimming the appendages will matter.
One less thing that it can whack you with, but
I do not think that these plants are an immediate threat to us.
I just don't like the phrase pulsating.
Throbbing and humming.
Throbbing. And humming. Humming.
Not a good enough excuse to use throbbing.
Agent, do you think that these plants are likely to be a threat to us?
They don't appear to be ambulatory, and we have our environmental protections on.
Cyrus kicks one of
in
the
the past-
vines.
Any chance that you can sever the vines?
Well, sure, but I really, really don't think that they are going to be a problem immediately. We could cut them with scissors.
Famous last words.
Assuming nothing happens when Iris kicks the vine, they say, "Yeah, doesn't look like a problem right now."
All right.
You kick it, and it sort of, it moves when you kick it, and then it sort of grows itself back to where it was very quickly.
I'm willing to take the agent's expert opinion. Let's move on.
Very well.
All right.
This is the only door out, right?
That's the only door out. There's the grate you came in through, and there's that one door.
On
That door
destroying
is-
the node, though, is that not something we're doing?
Yeah, I mean, that's what Adelaide was asking. Can we just destroy the node?
If you want to. It just,
I suppose.
from a meta-narrative perspective, it feels like there's no reason to, but if we want to do that, you can do that.
Yeah, if
Adelaide
we're
does
doing like a
so with
scorched
intent-
earth approach,
With
that's fine.
extreme prejudice. Yes. Adelaide actually has 5 frag grenades, which she will place around the node and then activate, essentially. So,
Okay.
Do you have a
Frag grenade.
detonator?
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Or
they make a
she'll just...
technological item for this. You could just throw them 5, one after the other,
Yeah.
Yes. What are these frag grenades? One.
I had
Yeah,
a detonator.
Sorry.
Ah, good
So
time.
sad.
Horrible monster just melted everything you owned. Sorry.
Lucky to have the pants
We
I'm
probably had
wearing.
it coming.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sure you had
There's-
it come.
Frag grenade 1.
It's not with specialization damage. Nobody can be specialized in grenades.
I'm gonna want to just roll.
Yeah, is
1d6
it just a D6 per grenade?
or
Yeah.
5d6 if you're throwing 5.
Unless
Okay,
something happens in
56.
between.
There we go.
One. Which do not appear to penetrate its like outer layer. They just sort of scorched a little bit.
Okay. It makes her feel better.
Mm.
Yeah, actually, none of these D6s are enough.
It's a level 1
Not a good
item.
enough reason to use
Have
my
higher-
entry.
Not too worried
That's fair.
about it.
That's fair. It just looks a little bit scorched on the outside after all of Adelaide's efforts of throwing grenades at it.
I was hoping that would be
Well.
more cathartic.
Lasco pats her on the back.
See, the thing is, though, I don't know if
Those were
Lasco
weighing you
can
down
pat her
anyway.
on the back. She's so much taller than him that, like,
Oh, you're right.
there's really no safe landing place for his paw.
His
He's
hand
probably
hovers,
like 4 feet tall, right?
and then he puts it back at his side.
he takes one of her hands and pats it. Like, they're there.
And Iris sees this and just thinks, he was about to touch her butt.
We quickly move on before anyone thinks too much about it. Is this door
Yeah.
locked?
Mechanically, what happened there is none of the grenades overcame its hardness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Want to destroy
Yeah, I
it.
figured as much.
But you don't have to destroy it. You can go through the door instead. That works
Is
too.
the door locked?
It is not locked.
Oh,
That's
did we
right.
Oh,
check
God.
any of, like... Did we check any of the desks or anything? No.
Too late.
Uh,
Hiding now.
There's nothing
No, it's way too late.
to be found in there anyway.
Yeah.
Going through
Yeah.
that door, you emerge into a room with 24 security monitors mounted on the southern wall above some small desks, although many of them stand dark and overgrown with greenish yellow filaments. And, perhaps more concerning, there are 4 janitors who level. They level their plasma bolters at the lot of you as you step through the door. Someone is standing on top of someone else.
Oh,
There we go.
oh no.
Probably me.
It's Adelaide.
4 identical janitors.
4 identical janitors level 4 identical plasma bolters at you all.
Is someone really still a janitor if they're wielding a rifle?
We yelled to them, wait, we are also
combat
clones.
trained janitor. Roll initiative.
I maintain what I said.
Oh, siren.
We yelled to them, we are also clones.
That was a good goof. I'm glad you repeated it.
You're a clone.
Toot toot. I got a natural toot.
Oh, I got a natural toot too.
Oh, well, that
You
worked out well
too?
for
A
these
toot as
janitors
well?
who all rolled really good numbers. All right.
Oh,
Janitor
I hate when
number
I roll
red.
really good numbers.
Janitor number red. Plasma Boulder. Full round attack at Lasco, because I'm still upset with him. 21 versus the AC.
Hit.
9 electric and fire damage.
Electric and fire. One of it
Uh-oh.
sizzles off of the armor, and the rest of it sizzles off of his augmented kind of electric skin.
All right. Janitor number green, seeing this, pulls the hook sword as they move in.
Yeah, that's smart.
Hook sword. 16 versus KAC. It's gonna miss.
Yes, yeah.
And then Orange here is actually gonna move up and take a shot at Ogden. because I'm not bad enough to completely abandon their tactics. 21 versus the AC.
That'll hit.
13. Electric and fire.
Okay.
And number blue is actually going to go the other way. They should have fucking switched. Been
Blue is my
smarter
favorite
than
number.
this. Actually, they don't want to go quite there. They want to go more like there. That'll do. And take a shot at Adelaide.
Great. I'm so happy.
25 for 17 electric and fire damage.
Yep, that'll do it. Sorry, how much damage?
17.
Okay.
Iris, your turn.
Iris has been presented with a fantastic opportunity of someone right in front of them and flanking without even having to move on the first turn.
What
no
a
less.
treat.
Oh,
Yeah.
such a treat.
Yeah.
Punching green. 23 and then a 20 to hit.
Yeah, those both hit.
Yeah. Just right hook, left hook.
Yeah, the other one's going to die really fast. Sacrificing itself for the team. Lasco.
Lasco finishes that sacrifice with a full attack.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you will.
That sacrifice?
Yep, dead. That is a dead janitor. Bye, janitor.
There was a crit in the middle there, friends.
There was.
Tearing into that janitor. Ex-janitor.
16, crit, 14. The crit is what did it. It's not even
Yes,
just
I
in the
would
middle.
That's my turn.
Ogden.
Ogden levels his pistol at orange, and I don't think orange is even worth a biohack, really. So Ogden will use a basic inhibitor to give them a -1 penalty to their attack rolls, and the hampering inhibitor for half speed. So single shot at orange to the north. Hiya! 19
will
versus
just
Cac.
hit.
Yes, for 16 points of piercing damage.
Nice. -1 to hit. Let's mark that with this one. All right. Would you like your move action, sir?
I feed it to Herald.
All right, Adelaide.
All right. Adelaide will cast Hazard at Blue for shooting her. Take
Save, reflex
2
save.
fire
Takes the
damage in this person.
I mean, seems to
Save,
not care
yes.
about your damage.
Yep. It jumps out of the way.
Jumps out of the way. Would you like your move action?
And Adelaide will take out her spell gem of Mirror Image.
Red is going to throw a grenade right in the middle of all y'all.
Hey.
I need reflex saves. Lasco's fine. Ogden's fine.
Nice.
Iris is fine. Adelaide is entangled for 5 rounds.
Well, I mean, it's life.
And then,
gonna move anyway.
and then back. This wall here.
Actually, so as a reaction, when a grenade would explode within 100 feet of me, I can shift it by 5 feet before it detonates.
Yeah, you can, and that's a 15-foot.
Where did it land?
Radius, right in the middle of you guys.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny then.
Yeah, if she could
Yeah.
shift it so.
The grenade's too big, though, right? Like 15 feet is huge.
Well, She
Yeah.
can catch them in it, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Damage.
Still gonna catch. I don't think there's any way
At
Adelaide
least
can
one
get
of them.
Yeah, Adelaide's going to continue to be trapped, but I would like to make it so that it moves 5 feet to the east to try and capture orange and red.
That makes sense.
All right. So they also need to make
I love
reflex saves against their own grenade. So orange makes it, but red is also entangled for 5 rounds. Caught in their own grenade. What poetic justice. All right.
And that cost an RP.
So go ahead and spend that. You guys do have Trippy gave you guys an extra one if anybody wants / needs it. Entangled. I think that's half
like
speed.
half speed, yeah. Our favorite debuff in this party.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dear
Ooh, that means
Menace.
that orange is going at a quarter speed.
You also take a -2 to your AC, attack rolls, reflex, initiative, yeah, other things. I'll copy paste it.
Okay.
I'll
Entangled
mark
is really
that
good.
on the sheet on its turn. I was mostly worried about the moving because does not entirely prevent you from moving unless the bonds are anchored to an immobile object or tethered by an opposing force. Which, we'll say it's not. So it can indeed continue its move, which was the important part for this turn. Orange is going to just shift back a little bit and take another shot at Ogden. 25 to hit for 11
That'll
electric fire.
Okay.
Blue
Liz, you're not muted.
takes 2 shots at Adelaide. Does an 18 hit?
It does not.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
It's 27 probably.
-2 to my AC. It meets. Wait, this is EIC or KIC?
AC.
EIC?
Yeah.
Yeah, that meets. How much?
Okay, so 13 for the first and 11 for the second.
Okay. Oof. Now I'm down into hit points.
Are they full attacking with plasma bolters?
Yes.
Aren't
They're
plasma
empty.
bolters unwieldy?
I don't know.
Okay.
Another thing that gets listed in the it never lists in the in their stat blocks if their weapons are unwieldy, which it really should. That would be a really useful thing. And
really
I don't want to
should.
look up. I am not going to look up every single weapon to see if it's unwieldy. I'm just not going to do it. But
You should just have an
thank you for letting me
encyclopedic
know.
knowledge.
Maybe
like
I'll
me
remember the
on
next
weapons.
time I see a class. Huh?
No.
I
apologize
saying-
for bringing it up.
Well, no, thank you for bringing it up because maybe next time I see a plasma bolter, I'll be like, "That's unwieldy," and I'll remember. But I'm not going to look them up.
I don't blame you.
So for now, these guys get to cheat. They're NPCs. They're allowed to do that. Iris, what would you like to do?
This Iris is gonna charge at red and attack. Not an actual charge. They're just running up. I don't need to take no penalties.
26 will happily hit for 19 damage. Nice,
Punch
nice.
it right in the jaw.
Right in the face. Lasco.
Lasco will trick attack up. We will make him. We'll give him half speed, no steps. 17, flat-footed and flanked.
That'll do it. That's 30 points of damage. Doesn't matter, they're half speed because they're dead.
Got it. And then with move action, move back here.
Ogden?
Did you have to move? Thank you.
I think he was trying
thought-
to put soft cover between you and the
Yeah, but it's mutual.
Batty for the sake of Batty not shooting you.
I appreciate it.
I think was the intention there. But it is your turn.
Lovely. I just got a coffee delivery from my beautiful fiance, who is so lovely. Yes. So
Props to Sarah.
she's great. Now Ogden is going to continue shooting at Orange.
Do it. Do it.
Do it. No biohack, no nothing. That's 24 versus CAC for 16 points of piercing.
That hits. All right, Adelaide. You gonna cast Kill still?
Adelaide's gonna cast Hazard, yes, on Orange because Orange has a -2 AC. So, hey, enjoy some fire.
You get a reflex save. Oh, which they fail. 2 damage. Not quite enough to kill Steel.
Yeah,
would you
well.
like
She nope. I'm not going to do anything.
All right. Having a Lasco in their face, Orange pulls a hook sword, swings it at Lasco. 27 to hit. For 13 slashing damage. Blue is going to keep shooting the squishies in the back, one at each. Rolling at 21 versus Adelaide for 9 electric and fire, and a crit on Ogden.
Oh, Bronk.
21, 21 electric and fire, and I believe I need a fortitude save for wound.
Oh, jeez.
Ew.
Go ahead and roll. This might not even matter. You can probably make this. Yeah, you're fine.
21?
You're not.
That was a 19 on the die.
You only needed a 13. They're not very.
To be fair, bleed does not require or does not offer a fortitude save or anything like that. So if you roll the d20 on the wound table.
Oh. But
because wound.
Oh, because wound has a couple that don't get a. That's right.
Correct. That's what I'm saying.
Do you have it up?
No, I just know off the top of my head 1 to 10 is bleeding 1d6 because I always roll that.
Roll it first.
Yeah.
And then see if we have to look it up.
Yeah.
That's a 9. It doesn't get a. So you don't get
bleeding.
a fortitude save then.
Correct.
Do you know what the number is on bleed for that? D6?
D6, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm glad you know that off the top of your head. All right. That was Blue's turn. Iris. Iris?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Let's see. I love flanking. I do. So we'll move up there.
I know you do, buddy.
Iris has kill still.
I left a spot just for you.
And just try and end this guy's life. Oh boy, 31.
You do indeed. And end that guy's life. Dead.
Fantastic.
Let's go.
You can kill this.
Unless, of
End
course,
this guy's life.
Go end that guy's life. Are you gonna trick or are you just gonna hit it 3 times?
Trick. I can't hit it 3 times. Because that's a full attack.
That's full attack and you moved. You're right.
if they come back to life because of the tendrils that we did not sever, I called it.
33 damage. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Ogden.
Ogden takes a d6 of bleed. I got a 4. And then is going to fire a shot at blue.
Okay.
No inhibitor. Well, it'll be the basic inhibitor.
Hits.
And by basic, yeah. So 22 for 10 piercing, and they are slowed 50% and -1 to attack rolls. Now, do I remember correctly that this is the system that bleed just you keep bleeding until you're not bleeding anymore?
I think you keep bleeding until you are not bleeding anymore. Bleed.
Okay.
But it's removed more easily. It's any healing removes it.
With a DC
Or even
15 medicine check as a standard action or through the application of any ability that restores hit points.
Yes. Okay. Well, luckily, I can just... I'm a doctor. So next round, when there's probably nobody else standing, I'll stop myself from bleeding.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
That is my turn.
Adelaide.
Oh. Adelaide just sort of she's trying to get the stuff off of her outfit, and she just kind of distractedly hazards over her shoulder, like.
That janitor is going to make their reflex save. Would you like your move action?
Nope.
Okay, then it's going to pull hook sword and try to smack Lasco in one last ditch effort. It's getting some damage before it dies. 27 to hit for 13 slashing damage.
These are great attack rolls.
And then Iris moves in and slaughters, I imagine.
And so, let's find out though, because
Let's
there's always a
roll
chance
really
I roll a 1. I'm just gonna roll before I even move. Yeah, 22.
Dead.
Dead. Cool.
Right, which leaves you standing in this empty security room with, like I said before, there are a few monitors that are on, but many of them.
I don't want to make you like deal with my inventory.
Ogden on his next turn takes a d6 of bleed, another 4, and then will spend a standard action to automatically succeed at first aiding himself to stop the bleeding.
Nice,
Adelaide will sort of slump to the floor and be like, "Can we take a 10-minute rest?"
Indeed.
Yes. Do you need medical attention, Adelaide?
Yes, quite.
Okay. Ogden will spend the requisite time to make a medicine check to treat deadly wounds on Adelaide. I'm so excited. It's so rare that I get to use this feature nowadays. Medicine check, DC 20, crushed it. You get your level plus 5 back in hit points.
Cool.
So 13 total.
Nice.
Okay, 13.
Iris and Lasco, there are 2 working monitors there, sort of in front of you, over that dead body. One shows the area you were just in, and the other is showing what appears to be like a power plant. There's a big reactor in the room. You can make me a perception check. Noah's Leaf's favorite thing.
Well, it was my favorite thing until you melted my scanning device.
Well, I mean, you're
rolled
still pretty
30
good
and
without your scanning device.
I am, you're right.
It wouldn't help you in this case. Scanning a video feed, like...
It really is just for searching room. My ability to find loot has just decreased.
Yeah, that's
okay, buddy.
You can get more. You can get cooler things now. There's
I'm
cooler.
just gonna rebuild the scanning kit. It's okay. It's like 200 credits.
Yeah.
Just don't have it for the rest of this dungeon is all.
Yeah, it's fine. You guys definitely. Well, I guess Lasco doesn't notice, but Iris notices that there is another one of those fungal nodes in the power plant. This triggers if you guys call Ogden over to look at it, Ogden can make a new life science check on these things.
Ooh. Can I
Iris will,
on this life science check? Or, in fact, take 20, because I got a 9 on the last check.
No, because it's tied into the mystery. It's
fair enough.
Plot related. No 20s.
Ogden, that's absolutely fair. Ogden will meander over after patching up Adelaide and get a 35 on this life science check.
All right. So you actually, you looking at this node. Now that you're looking at this node, and you're looking at the node in the room you were just in, and you're thinking about it, and you realize that these tendrils must be connecting to something, drawing resources for something bigger. The way the vine, you can see the vines running through both of these doors, and through all the doors, all 3 of these doors, all these double doors in the room you're in, sort of back into the room you were just in, and there's one with water and nutrients in the hydroponics lab, and one at the reactor drawing power. So they're probably feeding something.
Oh.
You don't know what.
And
but
with
something.
Okay. And with this new information, Ogden will say, perhaps we should, in fact, take the time to destroy the thing back
Oh, you
in
think?
the other room. Yes, I do. How are you feeling, by the way, now that I've patched you up?
Squeezes the scorch mark.
Still
right.
Sorry,
Yeah,
pulled that tourniquet a little bit too tight.
Before we move on, if we've taken a 10-minute rest, I'll spend the resolve point to get my stamina back.
Okay.
I've been burning through resolve points. I'm at
Yeah, me too.
609.
Trippy gave you guys an extra one, so you got it if you need it. So
I've been burning through spells, guys.
Yeah.
For the record,
Exhausting.
Adelaide has
Supposed to. You get those back.
3. Adelaide has 3 level 2s and 1 level 1. And that's why all she cast last one was
That's fine.
you'll be okay. You guys will be fine.
Yeah.
Promise.
Yeah, so we've taken
fine.
time both to rest and also to, I guess, search both rooms, since we never specifically said that, and then finally destroy whatever vines we can.
Destroying the vines is a futile, meaningless effort. But luckily Ogden suggested you destroy the node.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry,
Yes.
that's what I meant.
Yes.
And between you and Iris, like, if you guys just want to punch it until it explodes,
Tear it
that's
apart,
fine.
yeah.
It doesn't have a lot of hit points. It just has some hardness.
Yep.
Grenades weren't enough to overcome. Mechanically, we're talking about a hardness of 5 and 15 HP. So, like, you guys destroy it trivially.
Yep.
Probably in a couple of hits. Other than that, there's no loot to be found in either of these rooms. I think these janitors might have had something. So, power plant, security hub loot. Yes, they did. They each have officer ceremonial plate, advanced plasma bolters, 2 high capacity batteries apiece, a hook sword apiece, and sticky bomb grenades. Subtract 1 from that because they did throw 1 at you, even though it didn't really help. So only 7 of the sticky bomb grenades for you guys in here. At that point, I think before we go any deeper is a good time for us to take our break. What do you guys think?
Makes sense?
Yes.
I agree.
Yes, please.
Definitely.
All right, so we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, I imagine these guys are going to go and try to find that power plant. They're not sure which door it's behind, though.
Follow the vines, right?
There are vines through both of those doors. The only door without vines going through it is this small door in the southeast. But all 3 of the double doors have vines going through them.
Luckily, unless the worst happens, we'll probably get to go through all 3 of these doors. 2 of these doors.
You do have 3 doors. There's one down in the south.
Oh, I
I'm
see.
very
Okay.
curious about
that you
the
guys
one
can't
without
really
the
see.
vines.
Me as well.
All right, they can go through the one without the vines first. That works as well. But presumably they're going to go try and find that power plant and see if they can't shut down this last node before trying to locate what is potentially the boss of this book. I mean, it's the boss.
Maybe, who knows?
You guys know it's the boss of this book. We'll be back at 20 after the hour. Don't go anywhere, folks. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed your break. I know we enjoyed our break. I went and got something to eat. I was starving to death.
I had a handful of peanuts, a handful of almonds, and a cheese stick.
I got some
That's a lot of
chips.
snacks.
Yelled at us.
That was
Yeah.
that, and like
Yelled about
very
how sad he is.
varied flavors too, Simon.
I ran and grabbed myself some some organic wheat toast with homemade jam made by a nice little Russian lady, and I'm not actually exaggerating. This is true.
I guess
See, here I thought
So fancy.
with the break in your
What
sentence,
kind
I
of-
thought you said
what
I
kind
went
of
to
jam?
grab myself, and that's where it was going to stop.
Yep.
I mean, what I do on my break is none of your business, to be honest. But
Yeah, that's very true.
All right, so I misspoke, and these doors are locked, but you can open them trivially using your key card. So
oh yeah, did we decide which ones we want to go through? Oh, I see.
It's like the one to the south. Iris has slipped in.
A small one that doesn't have vines going towards it.
it's a
So-
hallway. Though. Now I'm immediately like considering maybe going back because I don't know why. I just assumed it
Well,
was
but
gonna be a
look at the
closet.
numbers, though.
All right, this is fair. That said, should we not go back to 12 and do something about that node now that we have a more
you
worried
did.
idea about?
You
we
punched
already
it,
did.
remember?
How did I miss that?
I don't know how you missed that. Liv. Well,
Yeah, you punched the heck out of it.
as you walk in this hallway, give me perception checks.
Do I have to?
I mean, I guess you don't have to.
I mean, like,
Oh, the initiative tracker is
it's
back.
always so depressing.
Ogden spots the plasma turrets. There are 4 of them.
Oh boy, oh boy.
I would like to suggest that we switch the order of these groups, because like Lasco and Iris usually go first.
In fact, how is there some way that Iris can just use their body to shield the party against this fire and electrical damage that they are so built to deflect?
He can certainly try.
They can.
They can certainly try. But I am going to require you to roll initiative.
Turret.
On these turrets. Iris gets to go first as Ogden points out these turrets.
Oh boy. Can I kind of like see where they are? I don't see them on the map. I'm gonna just.
They're not on the map, no. But yes,
Okay.
you can see where they are.
Okay, but where does he have to move to like tear them off the wall?
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to move. They're
Okay.
not in a specific place.
Okay.
Theater of the mind. Got it.
Iris kind of moves up into the middle of the hallway, presumably in the middle of all of the turrets, and I don't know.
You're gonna have to
Tries
move to
get-
reach any specific one.
Waves his arms.
Yeah, tries to get the turret's attention.
Waves his arm to get the turret's attention. Got it. You don't want to.
Their arms.
Yes, their arms. All right, sounds good. Lasco.
Lasco will rush up to one of the turrets. How many are there?
4.
It's a lot of turrets. Is there any like control panel that I can see like at the end of the hallway or something?
There's not a control panel. It looks like you'll have to shut them down individually.
Cool. Lasco climbs up the wall easily and gets to a turret. I don't know. Do I have any impression whether it's easier to break it or engineer it?
Engineering is looks like the way you want to go.
I pull out some wires.
Pull out some wires, and you manage to shut down this turret. All right, Ogden. It is worth noting you can also use mysticism to shut down these turrets.
Oh, magic turrets.
Oh, well, thank goodness. Ogden. Tom knows that Ogden's best bet is to just duck outside back into the other room. Ogden is going to assess these turrets, and he'll take a shot at one of them with his needler pistol, I guess. So let's make that attack.
Lasco gives you a look.
Yeah, it's his instinct. He shoots.
That's
20.
A 20 will miss that turret.
Okay. All right. A flechette, just sort of, a dart goes off, tink, and Ogden will say over comms, on second thought, it's probably a better idea for me to just go out here. I am no use here.
we can handle this, Agent.
Right.
And I end my
All
turn,
right.
having stepped out back into E11.
Adelaide will blink at the suggestion that Lasco gives her that, oh, mysticism, really, and will mysticism that.
Yeah, you'll want to. You'll move to a turret and then attempt to miss them.
Yeah.
But you don't manage to fool the sensors on that one. On the turret's turn,
Oh, Kronk.
gonna roll plasma turret against all targets, all non-Dyskepsian targets in the area. 38 to hit, EAC 16 electric and fire damage to each of you. Who has it?
What was it
EAC
in
under
again?
38.
16?
16 electric and fire. That's the end of the first round. Iris.
Checking something real quick to make sure they're removing the proper amount of damage. Sorry, one sec, because the entirety of the 8 electrical is absorbed. Oh, but only 5 of the fire is absorbed, so I actually take 3 damage.
3 damage.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So I guess if they're just shooting everybody, Iris is going to try and help with an engineering check. Oh my lord, that's right. My engineering's garbage. Yeah.
You can punch it.
You could punch a turret.
I'm so angry, and that makes me more of a threat.
Goes up to a turret and punches it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Give me a punch.
29 to hit for 18 bludgeoning damage.
That will hit. Hardness 5. 13
Piercing fists,
damage.
penetrating fists, so they can go past hardness.
All right.
Really?
Lasco.
No, I said I need to get them.
Oh. Lasco will just clamber along the walls to get to another turret and do another engineering check.
23. It's not enough. That
25
turret's still
of these
up.
count as facilities. You're the one who gave me the specialized engineering kit for facilities.
Did give you a specialized engineering kit for your facilities. It is still not enough. All right. Ogden, you just staying in the other room?
Actually.
Yeah.
Reaction thinks
against
that
the wall.
you're good. Hang out.
Checks his news feeds.
He'll poke his head into the room and make a full attack on both Adelaide and Lasco, giving them a +2 enhancement bonus to all skill checks for 1 minute.
Nice.
Nice.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah. Anytime. And he says, for helping to get these turrets down as quickly as possible. This won't hurt much.
All right.
Yeah, Lasco's iris is just...
Adelaide, you're standing in
He
front of
can
the
see the
turret.
matrix. Yep. Adelaide is very put out. She's going to try that mysticism one more time.
Okay.
Rolled a
Not enough.
19.
The turrets go off again.
So rude.
What about the +2? That probably wasn't enough.
Yeah, the DCs are kind of high.
No, they're a little bit high. They miss horribly. They miss everybody. In the second round, Iris.
Hey, buddy. Are you just
Punch.
rolling?
I can hear you.
Can you? Okay. Did you say they missed everybody?
They did. Yes, they rolled a 1.
Sad. I'm just gonna full attack the one that I'm next to. 24 and a 25.
Those both hit. So
16 damage. So
15 and another 10. That turret is down.
yes, just rips wiring out, but in a more brutal and forceful way.
All right, Alaska.
Yes, supercharged by drugs, Lasco will
Make another engineering check.
Yeah, I was actually just playing
got
the
all
DLC,
great
the new
reminders
DLC for
today.
Outer Worlds, which has a very strong drug theme. Right.
Blasco disables a third turret. Ogden.
Show your boss that you are prime because you take adrenatime.
Oh gosh. Ogden sits here. He reloads his pistol because he probably hasn't done that in a while. Other than that, that's my turn. I feed my standard and move action to Herald. Not my move action if I reload, but that was just a goof.
All right, Adelaide. With a 30 mysticism, she shuts down the last turret. They are no longer a threat.
32.
Excellent.
And then after that, if that's the end of like combat or whatever, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
You don't detect any magic.
Yeah, I know. I just want to see if there's any coming, man. This is weird. I mean, like, the idea of a mysticism check disabling a turret has my...
It's just magic.
They
check,
have
right?
psychic sensors. So you can use your mystical knowledge to fool the sensors into thinking there's nothing there.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. That's all I needed. The end.
Agent, you can come into the hallway.
Thank you.
Iris proposes we
Understand.
we maybe
Go on.
just peek our head into the next room to see what's going on.
Yeah,
You
so it's
cannot,
not like
because you can see very clearly
that door that was-
the door has been welded shut from this side.
Oh Lord.
That makes
And this
sense.
And this is where I'd use my laser drill if I had one.
Yep. This ramp does go up. So this is the other side of that door.
All
This is
right.
the traditional way that people come down.
What were those acid things called?
What
don't know.
acid things?
The acid
The ones
monster
that melted our
melted our
stuff.
stuff.
Oh, that was a Krigakos.
Gridagos.
The thing with too many eyes.
we open up this eastern door.
Yes, with your key card, it is trivial to open said door into E14, the power plant. There's a large reactor in the far corner of the chamber, bathing the whole room in a soft blue glow and the scent of ozone. Thick bundles of organic tendrils, shaded black by the chamber's light, cluster around the reactor, with a pulsing organic node half concealed by the machine's bulk.
Someone forgot to add a dynamic lighting wall.
Indeed.
Oh
We can see E15, I'm afraid.
There's a
Oh,
big
no.
window in that wall.
for a moment, we all just kind of gain true sight and see through walls.
We see a monster on the other side of the wall. He waves. He says, "See you in like 15 minutes."
no, for the line
That's
over
okay.
there.
It's
Dynamic
alright.
lighting.
At this point, we
Line.
can just pretend.
Luckily, I haven't even walked around that side, so as long as I don't look at the stream,
What?
I cannot see what is going on there.
True enough. Well, I see the wall
Why?
now.
Why? So I switched to the dynamic lighting layer. I tell it to draw a line.
Mm-hmm.
Draw a line.
Do we maybe need
There
to?
we
There.
go.
Yeah, right.
I can't switch the layer until after I click away from the line. There you go.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Yep. Oh, strange. That wall seemed transparent for just a split second.
Yeah, weird hallucination. Okay.
Weird hallucination.
What are these horrid
I can't believe I
variations?
missed that wall. How silly of me. All right. I must not
Is
have
this the power
tested my
plant?
dynamic lighting. This is indeed the power plant.
Cool.
We destroy that node, I guess.
And
We
while they're
do.
doing that, Ogden will make a perception check around the room. Clearing the-
As you get close to it, what level is your armor, friend?
Oh no.
Not
Mine
right.
is level
high. Sorry, it's D-suit 1. Not very high. Let me look it up.
You'll
I
get a
didn't write it
+4
down.
bonus.
Because where you're standing right now is medium radiation. Which I think all of your
Nick
armor
would-
will.
Level 5.
Deal with.
Would our armor gives us a +4 bonus to medium radiation and immunity to low level. If you're level 7 or higher, you are immune to medium radiation. If your armor is level 7 or higher.
All right, so if your armor is less than level 7, I need a fort save as soon as you enter the room.
Oh wow.
Lucas don't feel so good.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
E-suit 2.
Oh.
I wouldn't be able to tell you off the top of my head. It should be in your entry for the item.
Oh, you have D-suit 2, Liz?
Mm-hmm.
It's level 7, and I should take your armor because it's better than mine.
All right, so Adelaide is fine because she has level 7 armor. She doesn't need to make a save. And I presume Iris has level 7 armor, and that's why you're not making a save.
Indeed. That's what I said.
All right. Ogden and Lasco both are impaired from radiation, or not impaired from radiation, not yet. It's the Constitution track, which is on a different chart. Please hold while I pull up said chart.
Naturally.
The answer you're looking for is on another chart.
Sorry, Nick, but your princess is in another page.
Alright.
All right, so you start as weakened, -2 penalty to fort saves, con checks, constitution-based DCs. I will put it in chat. That is where you're at right now.
As that happens, Ogden feels. And we take initial exposure damage as well to our hit points. I think because it's a poison effect.
No, I think isn't that Pathfinder?
What?
No, that's in Starfinder. When you, regardless of whether you pass or fail a fort save against poison, you take damage directly to your hit points equal to the DC -10.
So 7 points. 7 points of
Okay.
damage for initial exposure for everybody.
Everybody that had to make a save.
Including
Yep,
Adelaide?
which is everybody.
Iris and Adelaide.
I guess they didn't make a save. Yeah. So. All right.
Yeah.
So
I take half because of my poison adaptation feat.
Nice.
This goes to hit points. So that's 3. And then feeling this happen, Ogden would quickly whip up a tincture and load it into his, we'll say, his cost eject, and quickly shoot Lasco and himself with a Mark II antitoxin, which helps against radiation because it is poison.
right.
I guess does it count as an airborne toxin with?
No.
Probably
It's not an airborne toxin. No,
Nope.
It's poison and an emanation.
Yeah.
All right. So that's like the first round that you guys step into the room. Who's moving up to try to take down that node?
Lasco does not want to move up. He feels sick.
Iris has already moved into the room. Iris has already moved into the room. This.
All right. Well, you got to move all the way up to the reactor. As you get closer to
all
the
the way
reactor,
to
I
the
need. I need a will save in this first zone near the reactor.
Okay, so you move me. How about that? Because I don't know how far I'm allowed to move.
Right there. That's perfect. As you go into the high radiation zone.
That's a 25, Will.
That is enough. You're still going to take 12 initial exposure damage straight to your hit points, I believe.
And this is assuming high radiation.
Uh-huh.
And if I do, I'm going to spend a resolve point.
Oh wait, you get a plus. Hold on, you get a +4 from your armor, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So that'll be enough to not move down the track.
Cool.
Question, Iris. Do you have any natural resistances as an android?
Yes, well, no, not as an android. I have taken electricity resistance. I've trained to resist it, and this nice, nifty thermal capacitor takes care of fire and cold damage. But no natural resistances.
Can I use shift resistance to grant him resistance to change his resistance to electricity into resistance against radiation?
Radiation is not a type of resistance.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
But taking health damage, Iris will activate their repairing nanites and begin that process.
And then as you move right up to the node, I need another fortitude save as you enter severe radiation.
Could they have let Ogden know? Because then Ogden would shoot them with their own antitoxin as well.
Sure.
Okay.
You can.
Yeah, Leif, assuming that Iris would be, well, actually, I'm taking vitals on you and all that and stuff. So I would probably notice that, and so you would feel a little sting, and you now have a +5 bonus to poison saves going forward.
Cool.
For the next.
So that +9 to that 19.
Yeah,
28
so that's a 28.
Which
Which is not enough for severe radiation, friend. You are now weakened.
Oh, heck.
As well.
No good. Is there something we can do to stop this radiation? Have we thought about that?
Hold on. Can I?
The reactor's obviously leaking.
I'd appreciate being able to activate one ability that I've completely forgotten that I've had.
Okay. What are you?
All right. Cool. Surging nanites allows me to add a +2 to any save that I'm about to make. So my nanites that are healing me give me an additional boost.
Which brings it up just enough that you save against severe radiation, friend.
Yes! That was another resolve point I had to spend, but worth!
You're going to still take 20 in initial exposure damage.
Okay.
20?
That's okay. I'm just not gonna calculate that because my fast healing heals 20 hit points over 1 minute. So we're just gonna say I'm at 48.
Well, but you still gotta punch things, so put it in there.
Oh no. Okay, how many seconds have passed since I activated my nanites?
1.
Okay, so I'm taking out 18 hit points.
You could probably fix the reactor, but you'd probably have to send Delasco up there.
No, Iris is leaving. Iris is leaving.
You're gonna smack that node first?
That's right. Yes. Smack that node.
Smack that node.
Can I full attack it?
Yeah, we'll say you double moved and had to take those 2, and now you can go ahead and full round. Smack it. Smack at that thing.
Yo, that's a crit.
Yeah, that's a dead node.
I'll take it.
And then as you move back out, I'm gonna need one more save against severe.
Fort, come on, Fort. Oh no.
Oh no, you are weakened. You don't need to take initial exposure damage again. You've already been exposed.
Thank goodness.
And we'll let you just take that one as you GTFO.
Iris just kind of comes back to this room and then collapses down on their knees and just kind of hands on the ground, just kind of breathing
just a broken shell of a man.
Shaky. Oh man, yeah. Broken shell of an
Adelaide, if you were sort of uncaringly looking through the room, you do find
That's
UPBs for 3D printers, 2,000 of them, white
nice.
carbon skin armor, and a radiator buffer.
Ooh, heck.
You know what? Pronk AP writers, because they always throw a pronking radiation buffer into a room that is flooded with radiation.
Yeah. No kidding. So
Oh my God, that's so
seeing as
funny.
how there's an armor check penalty to this light armor, Iris would happily take it since they know Lasco just turns their nose up at anything like that.
The white carbon skin?
Yeah. It does.
It is a
Oh,
level
that's
10
armor.
armor.
Yeah, but my AC is crap. What are you currently using? Can I use what you have?
I'm using heavy armor. Let me have a look here real quick,
I
because that
agree
actually might not
to
be as good. I take it back.
Shame
Yeah,
for you.
It's plus 12, plus 14, max dex 5. That's really good armor.
that is slightly better than what I have in form of heavy armor. But if any of you light armor wearers want to take it instead and bear the -1 armor check penalty,
I'm honestly tempted, yeah.
I think it's a significant enough
I
upgrade
think-
for Lasco.
Yeah, and I think everything you have an armor check penalty to is high enough. It's not really going to affect you that much.
right?
It's true.
Yeah.
And I hit level 7, which makes it hurt a lot less. Yeah, let me take that.
All right. That's what.
Yeah. Thanks for your
I'm
generosity.
gonna take a 10-minute rest and get back some.
Oh hell.
Oh wait, no, did radiation
That went directly to your
damage
hit
go straight
points.
to HP?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Radiation goes to hit points. To that end, Ogden will kneel on the floor next to Iris and
Iris, you
say,
can have the rest of
"You
your
did very
nanite
well
hit
in there. I know that really sucked. So let me tend to your wounds."
Iris just kind of lays down and
and-
just nods without saying anything and kind of holds back a little bit of bile.
Making a medicine check to treat deadly wounds. That's a 37. So you get
love seeing
13 hit points back.
All right.
And
was
after
exactly
you
what I
leave the
needed.
area,
Over.
you guys, I believe, stop feeling weakened.
Yeah, radiation's weird
Alright.
like that.
Iris is going to.
If you can track radiation sickness.
That's a
Yeah.
whole different story. But nobody got radiation sickness.
How long is
Nobody
Iris
made
week?
it from
It's like
there.
an hour, right?
Yeah, so I
That's
was trying
once
to look
you
that up.
leave the area, I think.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
thought that, like,
radiation.
poison, you keep making checks or something.
Neat.
Radiation is
Alright.
not technically. I mean, the radiation is a poison, yes, but radiation is a weird one. There is no cure because the cure is leaving the area.
Yeah. It's like how there's different kinds of poisons, right? Or delivery methods. There's ingested, there's inhaled, there's injected. This is another kind of delivery method. It's just unique.
Yeah, it's an emanation. So
Yes, that's the word. How's Iris doing on hit points?
Iris gained back. You gave Iris +1 that they didn't need, so we're back to we're stocked to full. I took a 10-minute rest, so I've got all my stamina back. The only thing is I have 2 resolve points.
2 resolve. Well, take that one from Trippy. That
yeah,
Take it when I
Trippy
need
gave us
it.
an
We'll leave
extra.
it for now, though. Yeah.
Okay, all right,
I
yeah.
was thinking about it. I was going to take it, but I'm like, well, it'll still be there. You know, we're gonna hold on to it. And if it's still there at the end of the session, I will just surreptitiously add it to my dwindling pool.
Yes.
Ogden, you want to top Adelaide off?
I've already treated deadly wounds on you today, but I was thinking, how many hit points did you lose?
16.
That's enough for a healing serum Mark II. Ogden will shoot a healing serum into you with his tail gun, aka the cost effect.
I love the visual of this. Just how you doing there, Adelaide? Oh, I'm hurting pretty bad. Just whips her gun around and shoots her. How about now?
If no one else is interested in it, Lasco will take that radiation buffer to fill up these brand new slots he has.
Not like 5,
go
right?
for it.
So many slots.
Now
It
that you
has-
have
it has
level
3
10 armor and a radiation buffer, do you want to try and fix that reactor?
Yeah, why not? I feel ballsy.
If
You
it
can
matters,
get-
Ogden will. Let me see how long that injection lasted.
Because you're immune to the
Oh, number
stuff
of
at the
hours
very
people
edge of the
withstand.
room. Oh, and you get a +6 armor 7th level or above on saving throws against higher levels of radiation. So
Plus the +5 that I gave you for the antitoxin tier
you have
2, which
+11
is
to your fort save.
Yep,
So that's
sorry,
pretty
just
good.
busily copy pasting things. 2 against radiation. This goes in saves. Oops.
What does your buffer give you?
+2 bonus to the initial saving throw against radiation, but not subsequent one. The problem is that Lasco's fortitude save base is just trash. Trash and a half. So if
But you do
someone
have
with
+11. +13
Rogue.
your first check.
okay, but the DC when up close was like 30, right?
Aha.
He's gonna fail it, even with a +11.
Oh, well, maybe then don't fix the reactor.
yeah. You know what? Pronk the reactor.
Yeah, he'll have a +15 total.
Which gives you not great odds, but it's not impossible.
I mean, maybe if
Yeah,
maybe
you
if
have to
you
roll
like
15.
maybe if you just keep throwing a steady stream of hit points at Lasco from across the room, it'll work.
Yeah, that's possible. That's a thing I could do.
Well, hold on. You also gave me a +2 from antitoxin, right?
No, the antitoxin that was already factored into your +15. I thought it's
Yeah.
6 for the armor. I
was.
gave you a +5 with the antitoxin,
I see.
and then radiation buffer.
Not enough to get that close.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
fine.
Other door then?
The other door then.
Which has no enemies, surely.
Surely. You swipe it open with your key card without any problem. And you see a lab with workstations framing the chamber, each bearing a set of assembly tools and hexagonal casings stamped Gamut Bio Hepadyne implant. The northeast corner contains a tall, transparent aluminum tube, which contains bundles of writhing greenish-yellow filaments. More importantly, this guy stands up to face you. Dun,
Yikes.
dun, dun.
Does he say, "Thank God you're here to rescue me. I've been trapped here. They haven't infested me yet. If we team up together, we can."
Sadly, it's more of a screech like old modems made that comes out of his mouth.
Oh, that's
We're
a
only
bad
really-
sign.
We're looking at a really bad cyborg here, folks. Those of you who are only listening.
Yeah, he's got like some blue stuff in his mouth. He doesn't look at peace.
Way more
not
Borg
work well.
than Psy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He
Come on,
he
Ogden.
seems to have had a bad day. He has been extensively grafted upon, and it appears on initial examination that these implants are the only thing keeping him alive. He looks angry and in lots of pain. He's going to take that pain out on you, Lasco.
But
You're
I'm
first.
back. Oh.
Like my father.
By the way, I looked this up because I was curious, Liz. Actually, he's more Psi than Borg because it's a combination of cyber and organism.
Okay, well, the thing was that I was going
more
for
Psy.
the Borg reference there.
I know. I just.
You just really want to ruin things for me. Thanks.
You just had to. Yeah.
Don't worry, Liz. I like
Poo-poo on
ruining
it.
things for everyone.
He does. It's not just
True.
you. He just
Yeah.
wants to ruin
No.
things in
Yeah.
general. But it's your
Yeah.
turn.
But, I
Okay,
have certain
uh,
expectations.
Fun of the game.
Lasco rushes forward. How much forward? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, does he have reach? Yep, I can get up to here. And then I will make him flat-footed. That seems reasonable. He doesn't seem like the type to try to escape.
No, probably not. 24 will hit.
For 35.
Ouch. All right. Iris.
Is going to. Why is it not doing the thing? Oh, right. Join his friend in combat. Their friend in combat.
Punch.
Haunch.
Attack of
Yeah.
opportunity.
Aren't you flat-footed or something?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I have
Yeah.
Good point.
Also flat-footed
There's
from the
my
opposite.
punch.
Oh, that's a good punch. 22. Bludgeoning damage.
I'll take it.
Very nice. Now it's his turn. Now he's gonna try to punch each of you once. So 30 versus Lasco for 26.
Hold on, I have amazing armor now. Oh, it still hits.
Bludgeoning and sonic
Not
damage.
amazing. Bludgeoning and
it's a-
sonic. Interesting.
That's a 31 versus Iris.
That'll
22
hit.
bludgeoning and sonic damage.
Sorry, what was the first damage number? 30?
26.
26. Got it. Ouch.
It's his turn. Ogden.
Yeah, that guy's pretty scary. Let's try and make him sickened. So Ogden rushes in.
Do you want to move a little bit further so that you're not soft cover from Iris?
I suppose I could. Move in there. And Ogden races out of the hallway, and this guy sees this lithe little Vesk dart forward and raise one of many pistols.
So many
and-
pistols.
Yes. Shoots. This is going to be, mechanically speaking, with the sickened condition going at this guy. That is a 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 13 versus 13 piercing. And he's also, of course, sickened and slowed with the hampering inhibitor, which just goes on top of all of my other things. So
All right.
he has 50% slower move speeds.
Well,
for
that's okay.
8 rounds.
He doesn't even want to go anywhere.
You know what I figured, but just in case it's important. That's
All
my
right.
turn.
Then Adelaide.
Adelaide will step here-ish and will use a spell gem to cast Mirror Image. Let's see
Okay.
how many she gets. That's a D4, yeah?
Yes.
She gets 2.
All right. Lasco.
Yep.
Let's go will full attack.
Okay.
Not great rolls. Flanking will be 23, 16, 19.
The first one will just hit 18 piercing damage. Okay. Iris.
You doing what they were doing?
Punching things in the face. Got it.
Leaf is a robot.
Yeah. Are you a I was going to ask if he was a robot.
Yeah. This guy looks a little
They were a
weird.
robot.
Sounds good now.
Must just been a
Probably just a hiccup.
yeah. Continue.
Roll 20 took me a second. A 24
first-
to hit and a 13 to hit.
24 will hit. 19 bludgeoning damage. And then
Yes.
this baddie gets a turn. Second verse. Same as
Ooh.
first. One against
he's
each of
sickened this
you. He is sickened this time. 21 against Lasco probably misses.
Thanks to the armor. Yeah.
Nice. And a 32 versus Iris for 23 bludgeoning and sonic damage.
Ouch.
Ogden.
We're going to try and put this guy to sleep with night juice. Ogden is going to shoot him with a sedative Mark II. Here it goes. This is not one of my freebies. Ooh, that's only a 20 to hit his
That's a miss.
KAC. Yep, the shot goes wide.
Oh, no.
And I guess I'll use a move action to scan this guy with my micro lab.
Yes, he
That
is
gives me
effectively
physical or life science.
Actually, physical science. I would imagine.
Figured as much. That's a 33.
Yeah, that I imagine that's enough. Let's math 15 plus. Yeah. So that's at least 2 pieces of useful information. This guy's effectively a cybernetic golem. Let's see. What is probably the most important thing here? He actually can see through that wall. He has X-ray vision.
Cool.
Construct immunities, DR5, can be overcome by adamantine or wound. Reach, otherwise, that's a pulse gauntlet. He's got an artillery laser mounted on his other arm.
It'll never get used.
It's not going to get used because you guys moved right in. But those are the important things. Can't be disarmed. Those weapons are built into disarm.
Yeah.
It's all useful.
All right. Adelaide.
Any resistances
DR.
on that guy? Okay. All right. Adelaide will activate her special gauntlet that allows her to cast spell gems from outside the Witch Warper thing. And she still has a gem of Microbot Assault. So she will cast that. A cloud, nearby technology kind of dissolves into nanobots that form a cloud around the baddie and will provide harrying fire. Let's see, they begin in a 10-foot square area, and you can create the cloud so it shares the space of other creatures. They pursue and harass the nearest creature that's hostile as best they can each round.
So that's just a +2 to
fire
the first.
each round.
So that's a
Yep.
+2
Yeah.
to the first attack against him each round.
Yep, and
Yeah.
in addition, the cloud grants covering fire to anyone attacked by foes in its space.
That can happen.
Oh.
Wait,
I know,
no,
but
is
still.
that only ranged or his attacks?
It's
I
not
don't
going to
know.
matter
Covering
because
fire.
you guys are not her enemies. All right. Would you like to use your move action?
Actually, it's the cloud grants covering fire to anyone attacked by foes in its spaces.
So that does make a difference then, because covering fire, it grants covering fire to anybody attacked by the guy in the cloud,
Yep.
which is a +2 bonus to their AC.
Okay. Would you like to use your move action?
Action to take out a spell gem of Puncture Veil,
Okay.
and that's it.
So, Lasco, you have a +2 to hit.
I like
First
it.
attack.
Let's trick attack. To make him flat-footed. Or off-target? To stack with sickened. I like off-target with sickened. Nah, flat-footed is always better. That's a hit for 35 damage.
Ouch.
Yeah, with DR, full attack stink.
All right, Iris.
Gonna full attack.
You got this. I believe in you.
27 and a 21.
You hit, and he's dead. He's down.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
Not a boss. Not a boss. He looks
Not
like
a boss.
Looks
Definitely-
like a boss.
Yeah.
Scary. Okay.
Iris
those
takes some
clouds-
time to remove that laser artillery cannon.
Yeah.
That's doable, right?
Ogden helps.
And actually,
There's probably
give
some
me
biomass in there.
give me a perception check as you look around that room.
Sadly.
You're gonna find
26
some
from
good
Ogden.
loot. It's gonna be Lasco who spots the X-ray visor, accidentally tossed in the trash container. But you could also get that LFD pulse gauntlet, a battery, you can run an artillery laser, a high-capacity battery, an accelerated data jack, Mark II weapon prosthesis, and that X-ray visor out of this lab. Because, the data jack and the weaponized prosthesis are not from him, but rather found on a table in, new unopened boxes.
Unopened
Cool.
boxes. That's ominous.
Harris would happily
I really like
because
that.
you can only
pulse gun.
you can
What was
only
that like?
install sorry, Leif, what were you saying?
Would happily take that pulse gauntlet. I would. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
yes,
now we can.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yes,
That was
now we can.
the reason for the doing.
Just saying.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
now we can't hear you anymore.
Gotcha.
Robot.
I would happily
Leif's
take
internet is acting
the
up.
pulse gauntlet.
Yes,
I don't know what to tell
go
you.
for it.
Yes, we got that.
Take your pulse gauntlet.
Okay.
We just missed whatever quippy thing you said after that.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes, the prosthetics are new and unopened because you cannot use prosthetics that are not new and unopened.
That makes sense.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just rip somebody's replacement arm off and stick it on yourself. That just
Or someone's
Gross
replacement
and doesn't
brain
work.
in the case of this one.
Yeah.
it's true.
There are other augmentations here that have been disassembled all over the tables, but those two haven't been touched yet. So
Neat.
you can.
Yeah, it takes a
Take
long
them.
time to install the data jack, right? So I can't get that computer bonus.
Yeah,
Not
it's gonna
just
be
yet. No, you have to have surgery to put it in your brain.
and
So weaponized prosthesis.
level
It's
8.
linked. It's linked in the loot sheet I gave you. I linked them all to
I see.
nothing.
Yeah, that data jack will take a full 8 hours for Ogden to install in your brain.
Okay. Lesko will take it, but we'll obviously not put it in his brain yet.
Sure. Ogden slips on the X-ray visor, and now he can see through that wall.
I'll write that down
Yes,
in the
yes, you
book here.
can. You see the reactor glowing ominously through that wall.
Perhaps after all this is over, we should take a look at that reactor. It wouldn't do for us to leave another place to explode behind us, I think. So close to civilization.
Gosh.
Hopefully we can just tell the stewards. I'm sure they have people who specialize in dealing with high radiation repairs.
I suppose so. I wonder who was working on this creature.
Presumably whoever
I'm
runs
curious
the
what's
lab.
behind the wall. I'm much more curious about what's behind the wall that we haven't walked through a door to.
Let me real quick flip back to the start of this lab. The walls. 2 feet. Blocked by 2 feet of wood or plastic. You cannot, in fact, see through that wall.
Which one? To the north?
Any of them.
I love it. Wait, so I can't see through the wall into the reactor room?
The X-ray visor wasn't how he was seeing through walls.
I see.
But the X-ray visor, sadly, probably for exactly this reason, so the GMs can keep our secrets. Where'd it go?
I'm so glad I got this really cool piece of tech that
I'll
I
let
can't
you-
use.
I'll let you use it from time to time.
Don't worry, buddy. It's still
Uh-huh.
worth 1.5k credits.
Yeah,
Um,
okay, I'll just
item.
sell it afterwards.
It does grant sense through, though it is blocked by materials 1/5 as dense as those that block normal sense through. So it's better than normal sensor. 2 feet of wood or plastic, 1 foot of stone, 2 inches of common metal, or 1 inch of lead or any star metal, and limits you to black and white vision while in use. You don't gain the benefit of any other special visual senses, such as low light vision, while the visor is active, and you can't attempt sight-based perception checks beyond 60 feet. Activating or deactivating the sensor is a move action. Now that you have it, I will definitely look for ways for you to use it. But
maybe we'll get. You know what? Maybe the next book, the AP writer won't be so vividly aware of the fact that they just handed the PCs a way to look through walls. Because I imagine if I were the AP writer, I wouldn't want the PCs to just be able to look through walls as well. At the same time, it feels silly to then hand them this thing.
The author of this book just wants to screw over the authors of the subsequent book.
Or knew you'd probably want one.
Maybe. Leif, did you take and write down the LFD pulse gauntlet?
Taken and written down, yes.
I will delete it from I'll zero it out on our sheet. And I'm taking, let me write that.
All right.
All right.
There is one door out of this room.
Does anybody need any medical assistance before we continue?
One more resolve point to get their stamina back, and they're at 1 resolve point.
It's a good thing we got an extra one in case you need it.
Oh, and I can actually let you spend. I can let you spend my resolve points to stabilize because of my synchronous heart that I got.
Well, that makes me so happy to hear. As your frontliner, I'm very concerned going into a end of book boss fight with 1 resolve point.
Why?
Yeah, we know how that ends.
It's fine. You can just resolve tank it, right?
More no.
Itsy the first.
Ripsy.
Ripsy.
All right.
All right. So Ogden looks at the wall with his X-ray sensors and says, this wall is too thick. We're going to have to do this the normal way.
And then probably flips them off again so he can...
So I can gain the benefits of all my other senses. Yeah.
Yeah, you can move through that door with no problem. It opens into a small hallway with another door!
Can you see through this one?
I check.
The doors are made of metal. You can't see through them.
No.
Actually, no. We spent 10... Hold on. We spent 10 minutes, right? I should add my stamina.
You should. Stepping through that door, you see the fleshy tendrils web across every flat surface of the chamber, dripping fluid and spraying golden spores into the air. At the far end of the room, a mass of fungus and undifferentiated brain tissue throbs and twitches, coating what looks to be a server tower. Inside, you do see 2 large Barathus and 2 human-looking folks guarding this massive tissue, and they move to attack you as you walk in. Imagine that.
Oh no!
Ellie used cast mirror image before we step through the door, the second set of doors.
Sure.
Thanks.
How about... Never mind.
Oh, hold on. Let's make sure we roll there.
Oh, nat 20 on there.
Nice.
Space font. No. Let's try.
And the staff people roll an initiative. And another initiative. All right.
Oh, I also drank a serum of healing Mark 1 because I was down a trivial number of hit points.
All right. Ogden, you get to act first in this room.
Oh boy, I can't even see what this room looks like. Looking at the stream, I feel like I should go here.
Oh, you can move. You guys can move through the. You guys can be on the other side of the door.
Okay. I will start here. Thanks. I will start here, and And I'm not good against multiple targets, so I'm just going to focus on one for now. Pronk, red guy. Nope, Pronk blue, because blue I can... Blue Barathu, because I can
The
see
blue
blue
Barathu,
pretty
got
clear.
it.
Yes, the blue Rathu. We're going to shoot them with a... why not? A sickening shot. And hampering, of course. 24 to hit CAC for 17 points of piercing damage, if that hits.
It will just hit.
Oh boy. They are sickened for 8 rounds, and they are hampered, 50% move speed reduction, for 8 rounds as well.
Sickened for 8 rounds. Hampered for 8 rounds. Got it. Very nice. Would you like your move action, sir?
I guess I'm trying to think. I scanned a Barathu last time, right? So I know a lot about Barathus.
Actually, Adelaide might ask, can you scan and tell me whether those smaller humanoids would be susceptible to mind affecting, given that they are almost certainly taken over by the fungus?
We've established that his equipment doesn't have any information on the mycelium stuff.
Okay. But in the past, I think they've been pretty okay with they've been affected by mind affecting things.
You guys haven't done any mind affecting on anything that's no.
Oh, okay. Ogden will make his best guess and say they're probably susceptible to mind affecting. But
your expert opinion, hinging your entire reputation on it.
I wouldn't go that far. This is just Tom thinking, it's worth a shot. I end my turn.
All right. This staff person is going to Corona laser pistol. Yeah, let's shoot Ogden.
How would you do that?
21 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, very nice. That's 30 damage.
I'm sorry? From a pistol?
Good lord.
That's scary.
And you know what?
30,
bleed.
You said
7 points of bleed.
Oh, we're dealing with operatives.
Pronk, you too.
Guys. They're operatives. Operatives
you
confirmed.
said this was a... What type of damage is this, my friend?
Fire damage.
Okay.
And then
so
7
30
points of bleed.
points of fire damage. 25 and 7 points of bleed. Okay. I know what I'm doing next round.
Iris.
You
What's
are
up?
muted, Iris.
To the one that just shot Ogden and presumably punches it in the face. He does so, dealing 23 points of bludgeoning damage to that rude little operative.
Fantastic, thank you. Yes, I am muting differently now because my other one is broken and keeping me muted even after I unmute. So apologies.
No worries.
For being quiet.
I just riffed for you because you were quiet. So the audience
and a good job you did of it too.
Thank you. This management guy that Ogden so rudely sickened and hampered. So rude. By very much.
Go ahead, spend your 2 actions getting over here.
Oh, he's not gonna do that. Let's see. You guys effed up their plan, which changes what they can do. Oh, come on, Adobe. Hey. There we go. It's going to. I see. Okay, it reduces the DCs. That's what it does. So it's going to cast Synaptic Pulse on... How many of you can it get?
Oh,
It's a 20-foot
that's
radius
awful.
spread centered on the Barathu. So, in fact, before he does that, he will move half speed. Let's see, what's his normal speed? 40, so he's still got 20, 15, 20. And then let's look at a 20-foot radius centered on this Barathu. Oh, maybe he'll let his friend do it. Not seeing any of you in range, he's gonna shoot. He gets up there, realizes he still can't get any of you because he's slowed, and he shoots Lasco. 31 to hit Lasco for... Oh wait, hold on. Let me shoot you with a Barathu and not with a operative. 31 to hit still. 9 electric and fire.
Electric and fire. Lasco shrugs it off.
All right, and then it's your turn, Lasco.
Lasco will help Iris pin down operatives, knowing how bad operatives are. Hopping up on this counter, nimbly, like a daredevil he is.
Uh-huh.
Try to slow this guy down.
It's funny that Lasco's a daredevil type when really he's very risk averse most of the time. 29 will hit.
So that's 28, 32 damage, and he's half speed and can't step.
Ugh, rude. The red one down here is gonna shoot Adelaide.
Well,
That is a 34 to hit.
But let's see if it hits a mirror image.
Yep. Oh, no, you have to actually roll it.
And actually, it's
That would help.
D3.
Oh, you only have 2?
Mm-hmm.
It hits one of your images.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Now this manager has speed still. Moves up here and does the synaptic pulse from itself. It totally knows how to do
The
this.
synaptic pulse, does it get to target us specifically, or isn't synaptic pulse everybody in a 20-foot radius?
You stun all creatures in range for 1 round. You do get a will save, but it's gonna hit everybody except that blue operative, yes. And
Nice.
The thing itself.
I use cerebral countermeasures as a reaction to give myself a +2 bonus to this.
Oh, please tell me a 25 is good.
Yes.
I hope so, because I got a 26.
Here we go. All right, so put this in the back. His friend here, stunned. Will saves Iris, not stunned. Lasco, not stunned. Adelaide, stunned. The friend, stunned. Ogden, not stunned. And that other operative, will save, not stunned.
The North operative doesn't have to roll.
Right, he's outside of it.
I see.
Okay.
All right. So one of yours and one of theirs. We're even. Adelaide is stunned, which I believe just means you don't get your turn, right? Am I crazy?
That sounds right.
Stunned.
Yeah, that's it.
That's right.
Drop everything you were holding. You can't take actions, and you are flat-footed.
Okay, well, good thing she doesn't use weapons.
Yeah, Ogden.
Yeah.
Bleed, Ogden, bleed.
Yes, I bleed. This is not directly to hit points, correct?
No. I don't think bleed is
Okay.
directly to hit points.
Okay,
Oddly
then
enough.
Ogden will take a guarded step back and is going to treat deadly wounds on him. He's going to do first aid on himself. to automatically end the bleeding condition. Because pronk that noise, because it's like a DC 15 medicine check, and I have a plus 20 bonus, so that's why he automatically does it. And regrettably, that was my whole turn. So, and my turn.
All right. This guy is gonna. Heck, you and your hampering. So rude. Going to move 20 feet back, which provokes.
From both of us.
Yeah, well, you took away his ability to step. Oh, well, he's gonna make an acrobat. He can still acrobatics, right? Oh, well, I guess then he could only go 10. It's probably worth it. Let me roll. What's you guys' 15 plus 1.5 times 8 is...
12 plus 15 is DC 27. 2 higher because there's 2 of us, so DC 29.
Okay. Thank you for doing the math while I did this. He does not make it. You guys still get... And he only goes 10. You guys still get your attacks of opportunity.
So
16
Iris,
is a miss.
I only rolled as, yeah.
And last go hits for 19.
25 is a hit. 15 damage.
Oh, Iris, you were flanking during that, right? Does that make the difference?
No,
I
he only
counted.
got...
Flanking is currently checked.
That was a toot.
Yeah.
It's gonna shoot Iris with the laser pistol. That's a 21 to hit.
Deflects off the armor.
Ah, rude. And then it'll be Iris's turn.
All right. Iris is going to move up and wait for Lasco.
All right. This manager is stunned. Lasco.
Sorry, I should have confirmed with Lasco that they were actually coming up, but are you?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Runs along this desk thing.
Yep. Well, I don't want to provoke, so I'll. I guess this guy might provoke, so I know. So I'll do my move action, to tumble off the desk, and let me make my acrobatics check. I'll just take a 10. I get a 28, which is good enough, probably. I guess, yeah. What's his CR? Or
For what?
to tumble away from him from here, assuming he has reach.
Oh. Because the Barathu, the one that's different number. What do you get if you take 10?
28.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So 1, 2. Climb up the wall above Iris. So now I am adjacent to him, so Iris's ready action goes off.
Okay.
Iris, do you want to push the button?
Sorry, yeah.
Didn't
It's going slow. There's a 17 on the die. 31 to
Ouch.
hit.
That hits for 19 bludgeoning damage, and then last go.
Is he still up after that one?
He's still up, just barely.
Yikes, this is a tough fight. Okay, I will try to take him out from here. I'll actually finish my move. He has a ranged weapon out instead of a melee, right? So I'll
He has
run
one in
along
each hand.
Oh, inconvenient. Sorry, let me count out my movement. I have 10, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think I can get to here if I acrobatics 1, 2, 3 times.
All right.
I'll take 10 the first 2 times for 28, and then the third time I'll roll because I think the DC is higher. No, I'll just take 10 every time.
All right, well, then you're going to get hit on the second one.
Okay.
Or the third one. What's your take 10?
28.
You're gonna get hit on one of the other. Yeah, the
Yeah,
third
yeah,
one.
yeah. That's fine.
Stabs you with a knife. 26 to hit.
Misses, thanks to this fancy new armor.
Ooh, shiny.
And And then I attack him.
Okay.
Sorry for the long turn here.
That'll hit. And he will die.
Got it. End of turn.
The other one.
I shouldn't have bothered.
No. Yeah. Much ado for nothing. It's going to shoot Adelaide again. That's a 34 to hit, and it gets a D2. That'll hit you.
It's me. How much again? How much damage?
So that's, I haven't added it up yet. Hold on. That's 29 fire damage.
Okay.
It's his turn. This manager is going to really would rather stun you two. So he'll move up on this side of his buddy. And then Synaptic Pulse again. Will saves. I believe it is against Synaptic Pulse. Yes, will saves.
Close my eyes and press the button.
He might
Oh my
stun
God.
his friend again.
It worked!
Last
Closing my
goes
eyes
fine.
worked.
The other manager is fine. Iris is stunned. You drop everything you hold and lose
Hot
your
tip,
turn.
everyone. Just get real nervous
Right.
and close your eyes when you roll an important
Drop my
roll.
hands.
You drop your hands. They fall to the
That is-
floor.
That is accurate.
I actually, serious question though. Do I drop the gauntlet that I'm wearing?
No, I don't think
Okay,
so.
I didn't think so. So that
I think you're
so I still
wearing
have
it.
that weapon equipped. Yeah,
You drop a shield if you're holding that. Are you?
I would have
Their
a shield if it
melted,
didn't melt.
Simon.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up bad memories.
And then it will be
Salt the wound.
Adelaide's turn.
Oh boy, am I still stunned?
No, that was last turn.
Woohoo! All right, Adelaide's gonna cast. Electoplasmic barrage against the Barathu. So, just and gonna
Both of
cast
them?
it as. Yep, it's a.
Okay.
It's a second level spell. Somewhere in here. All right. So targets up to 2 creatures, no more than 30 feet apart.
Okay. Well, 19 is going to miss whichever one you're aiming it against. Go ahead and make another attack.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know there was a
27.
fight until the music started.
27 will hit.
Oh, we did?
14 damage. Very nice. Would you like your move action?
Yeah, she's gonna take out another spell gem of mirror image.
Okay. Ogden.
All right, now that Ogden's not bleeding, allow me to just move 5 feet in so I can actually see what's going on.
Oh, Adelaide, I forgot
but
about
he has
you.
not.
That operative hit you.
I'm sorry, what?
Let's see.
That operative's last turn, it hit you, and not a mirror image.
Mhm.
You have bleed
Yeah, I know.
7.
Oh, bleed 7. Okay. Bleeding.
You're gonna have to on
Um,
your turn, so.
Mhm.
Okay.
I mention it because it's now Ogden's turn, who has the medicine to take it away.
Yeah.
Oh, you are bleeding, man. Ogden's
We have
gonna
to get
lay
that.
out.
Yeah, we have to
What?
get that operative. Laska will think to Iris.
Iris just thinks back.
Oh,
Ogden is going to. What do you think? Operative or Red Barathu?
Operative.
One of-
Operative. Definitely operative.
All right. Shooting the operative with a sickened. I think that's the best one I can do. Sickened hampering shot. High numbers. 30 to hit KAC
That'll hit.
for
Love to see it.
minimum of 10 piercing damage, and they are sickened and hampered for 8 rounds.
Sickened. Hampered. Oh, I forgot to take down this Baratheus. It's still at 7 anyway, so it's not a huge deal.
Is the music too loud?
Sounds just right to me. But
Okay. Cool.
audience, if it seems loud, let us know. So that's your standard action.
Yes, and Ogden he was out here. I just moved myself in so I could see what was going on. But I think Ogden is happy to stay where he is right now. So Ogden feeds his move action to Herald unless I'm mistaken, and I can treat deadly wounds or treat medicine as a move action because I'm a biohacker. But I'll look into that. And I end my turn.
All right. Iris has lost his turn because he's stunned. They're stunned. This manager is still at half speed, but they will move back a bit, try and stay out of their friend's way, and they will take a shot at Lasco. Let me toggle their sickened on because this one is also sickened. So much sickness going around. Getting down with that sickness. 20 to hit Lasco is going to miss.
Yep.
And then it will be Lasco's turn.
Lasco will look back and forth anxiously between the stunned Iris and that operative that is tearing our backline apart. And grit his teeth and make a run for it. There's no way I'm going to succeed all these acrobatics checks, so I'm just going to eat these attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'm just going to slam you with both of these Barathus.
Yeah.
Or try to. 27 to slam you.
Against KAC, misses because of awesome armor.
And then the other one, the not sickened one, gets a 29.
Hits, even with awesome armor.
12 bludgeoning damage on your way across.
Oops. Okay, get up to the operative. Let's hamper him. Oh no, does 20 hit his
Presume you went
flat-footed?
around it such a way he didn't get to stab you.
Yes.
20 does indeed just barely hit.
Ooh. So that's 33 and half speed, no steps.
On his turn, he's going to turn around and stab you.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to use my reroll. That
Who gave you a
Ghost gave me
reroll?
a reroll. Thank
When?
you, Ghost.
Give rerolls to
actually,
Meg.
Obligatory, don't
I hadn't
understand
used
why
it
the
yet.
GM needs a reroll
What?
donation complaint. Thank
Tell
you,
your
here it
friends.
is. Continue.
Because I'm too honest.
You are too honest.
GM, stop it!
Stabs Lasco with a tactical knife for 20 slashing damage and bleed 7.
Boo.
You
said 20.
20 indeed. This manager moves down just a little bit and Synaptic pulses again. He's still going to get his friend, but that's okay. I need will saves from Iris and Lasco and both of this guy's friends.
Is this not something that you're immune from for 24 hours after you've been affected by it?
It is not.
It's just a spell. It's not a supernatural ability or anything.
Oh, wait. Oh, ha ha ha. He can't affect his friends. I didn't realize it. I've been nerfing myself this whole time. So just Iris and Lasco.
Well, I got a 17.
17 is not enough, but a 19 is because you guys destroyed the organelles. Iris, you're stunned again. I'm sorry. Adelaide.
All
Working
right.
out better
Well,
than that. Stun Iris. Iris. is
one
very
good turn deserves another. And she's going to cast Puncture Veil on this dude because she's salty about bleeding. So,
As well you should be.
Yep. All right, give me that Puncture Veil, sweetness. Yeah. Yeah, actually, did I want to cast it that way? Yeah, sure, fine, whatever. Bitter. It's a level 1 spell.
You're casting this on the operative, right? That gave you bleed?
Correct. Correct, yeah. Okay. And then I bleed 7 more.
Technically, you do that first.
Well, yeah.
Okay. On Ogden's turn, I take down all these counters. Ogden, what are you doing?
Checking what our situation looks like. Ogden seeing Lasco arrive at the operative, and the operative being the real issue here in Ogden's eyes. Ogden's going to focus fire on the operative. We're going to try and put them to sleep with another tier 2 sedative. So shoot.
Okay.
That's a 31 to hit this Pronker for an additional 2d4. 19 total points of damage to this operative.
Nice.
And I will stay where I am because I cannot administer first aid as a move action. Adelaide, you let me know when you get into hit point damage, and I can just shoot you with a healing serum and kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
There. I'm in hit point, yeah.
Then you will get a healing serum next round.
Yeah. Right. Iris, you are stunned. This
Yeah, love it.
Is
Wait, wasn't he
sorry.
already stunned?
He got stunned again. Remember? I know, it sucks. The sickened manager is just gonna try and shoot Lasco twice. 8 is definitely a miss. 24 versus your EAC?
24 misses EAC.
Drat. Lasco's turn.
Lasco will keep... Oh, yes, take blade, yes.
You got stabbed.
7, right?
7 bleed.
Yeah, that's what it says. Yeah, trick attack for half speed. He's probably immune to flat-footed.
All right. 17 and 18. Goodness, that's 35 damage.
35.
That is a dead operative.
Yeah.
That's enough.
And with my move action,
You could just step in on that Barathu.
yeah, that's not a crazy idea. Alright, end of turn. Lasco, for what it's worth, Lasco would also appreciate anti-bleed. But not urgent.
I can do that on both of you, actually, with 2 healing serums next turn. I know.
Can't quite get all of you. You guys are so inconvenient. It's gonna move here, which will provoke from Lasco. And then it's gonna Synaptic Pulse again, with will saves from Iris, Lasco, and Ogden.
These guys and their synaptic pulses. I spend a reaction to give myself a +2 because of cerebral countermeasures.
I'm just gonna go make myself something to eat. Y'all don't need me, apparently.
No, don't go,
no.
Lace. We do need you.
Well, you're all 3 of you are stunned this time, so this round's gonna go really fast.
I got an 18, if that helps, because of the +2 from cerebral countermeasures. I don't know if that helps or not.
Not quite.
Okay, so it's DC 19.
But yes, you're all stunned, and then
Okay, guys, we got rid of the operatives. That's the
2 unarmed attacks. I'm just gonna use the first one, which is not quite gonna hit. It's a little bit short. Adelaide, you're the only one on the team who gets a turn this round.
Yes, I know. Well, first I
8
bleed.
for 7. Yeah.
Yep. And then I cast Electroplasmic Barrage on the Barathu nearest me. So, Ectoplasmic Barrage.
Okay. An 11 is going to miss.
Yeah, that sucks.
Um,
and any chance we've got a reroll on that? No.
You do have one reroll from Ghost for whoever needs it.
I don't know if I'd use it on 11 damage, though.
Yeah,
It's true. Yeah.
Or with that to hit, frankly.
All right. Moving on, Ogden is stunned and has dropped all of his stuff. Iris is stunned and has dropped all of his stuff. His manager in the back is going to shoot at Lasco just once because he can't seem to hit, and he's going to miss. Lasco is stunned and has dropped all of his things. This manager, Synaptic Pulses again. New will saves. The same 3.
5 synaptic pulses? Reaction to doesn't matter.
You're right. You guys just need me to be here to fail saves.
Yeah. Iris is still
Sorry,
stunned.
Leif.
I will remind you that in the back of the room back here, this giant brain thing is twitching and pulsing. All of the vines lead to that. That was its turn. It doesn't even need to bother to move. Adelaide, what would you like to do? Oh, these things take down.
Please hold. I need to do some measuring. All right, let's see. We've got... No. No. What's the longest range on things that I can do?
Pretty far if you have long range spells.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Adelaide's going to cast Puncture Veil on this pulsing brain thing.
Okay.
Why not? Because that.
Yeah, well, I mean, the reason why not is it bounces away ineffectively, not even getting close to the thing. It just sort of bounces off before it even gets there, as if it had spell penetration.
Oh, great, fun.
Spell resistance.
Then she's going to use her move action to spend a resolve point and cut a hole in reality. Basically, it's just teleport to here.
Okay.
And that's where we're at.
Ogden is not stunned this round, right?
Yeah. So Ogden will pick up his pistol, his injector pistol as move action. This means I cannot stop.
Save?
I can't actually. Well, hold on. I have the neurology thing, right? Yeah, no, I know people need heals, but like all of you are hurting right now in various ways, and it's really
can
bad.
only help one at a time.
Well,
Field
2
of
at a
study.
time.
No, 1 at a time because I dropped my pronking weapons.
Don't worry about me.
all the
I'm at full everything. I'm just stun locked, so like I can't do anything. They just can't hurt me. So you all will die, and I will just be stun locked for the rest of my life.
I can only remove the confused or staggered conditions, so nope. So we are going to, instead of picking up my injector pistol, let's pick up the cost eject, which was in my tail. The tail will loop around the cost eject on the ground. And Lasco, how many hit points are you missing?
3, but bleeding.
Yeah, Adelaide, how many hit points are you missing?
She's down 10 and bleeding.
Actually,
I shoot
14.
Adelaide.
Yes, thank you.
I shoot Adelaide with a Mark II Serum of Healing. You get 17 hit points back, and your bleeding goes away because that was magical healing.
Yay.
And Ogden ends his turn.
All right, Iris is stunned. This manager in the back Not having any luck shooting Lasco is going to try and shoot Adelaide twice. 18 to hit and a 24 to hit.
Neither. The 24 may hit. But
May
you're
or does?
I've still got the mirror image.
Mirror image.
Ah, yes. You have one left.
Mm-hmm.
It hits you
It hits me.
for 7 electric and fire damage.
Okay.
That's its turn. Lasco, you're not stunned this round, are you? No, it's just Iris.
No. Lasco would like to leave. Okay, so this will mean that I probably keep bleeding forever, but this is fine. It'll annoy the Brathu, and yeah. So Lasco looks back and forth between the two Brathu, and then sprints between them to get to the brain. That provokes.
I think they
from the
both get to
western
attempt
one.
to smack you, right?
I don't think the eastern one does. I was. Oh, you're right. I was here.
You were in its. Yeah, your very first move.
Yep.
All right, the second one first. 15 is going to miss. The not second one is going to try to slam with a 33 for 12 bludgeoning damage. But you are indeed up to the brain thing. What are you going to do?
I smash.
Smash that brain.
Smash that brain. I guess trick attack. I don't know what
it's
this
hardness.
looks like. Okay. Yeah, flat-footed. I don't think slowing it down will do much.
No, it doesn't move. It's immobile. But you find a particularly squishy bit, so you could do extra damage. So that's 30 damage with hardness. All right, you do some damage to that brain thing. You do.
I do. End of turn. Do they seem annoyed?
They do. You have mind link circlets. You feel some psychic discomfort in the room as you smack that thing real good.
Got it.
In fact, it might even be classified as a psychic scream, as if 1,000 creatures cried out in pain and were not silenced.
No. Yes, Lasco was called the Death Star in middle school.
Brutal.
And then this manager gets to go. It's still got 3 of you here, so it's going to synaptic pulse again. Ogden, Adelaide, Iris, will saves, please.
Reaction to give myself a +2. 22.
Oh no, Iris!
Oh, Iris.
It's
Iris.
there.
I'm
12.
starting to just feel bad for Iris. Adelaide is also stunned. Ogden is fine.
Big if true.
Adelaide's stunned. Ogden, you are okay. What would you like to do?
Poor Iris.
I guess. Yeah,
It's
this is brutal for Iris.
in a row.
It's also like
It
5
is.
synaptic pulses in a row, which is crazy. Ogden is not moving in. I just want to see. Ogden picks up his pistol, his injector pistol, and is going to shoot this thing with it, with a sedative. Mark II. Is Red... Have I affected Red with anything yet?
Not.
No, I haven't. Oh, lovely. Red is going to take a -2 penalty to their AC, because they're clearly not interested in attacking, so Sickened would not help.
If only it
But
decreased DCs.
it doesn't matter. That misses. That's a
Does.
17 versus KAC. 5 on the die. I end
Oh.
my turn.
Iris is stunned. This manager turns around and starts shooting. Well, you know what? Pronk it. Moves over here and slams. In anger, slams Lasco. 31 to hit. 10 bludgeoning damage.
That will hit.
Oh, I forgot to take these down on Ogden's turn. He's almost not slowed down anymore. Lasco.
Oh, I think I forgot to take my bleed damage last turn, so I'll take 14 right now.
Okay.
Ooh, we're gonna get into hit points soon. Lasco.
Oh, no.
Lasco, do I want to take a full attack? I don't think so. There's too much hardness. Lasco, mindful of the Barathu, will just do a trick attack on this brain.
Trick attack that brain. Do it.
I'm trying. Ooh, 15 might be a oh well, I don't know. It is a stationary brain that's flat-footed.
It is a stationary brain, so 15 still hits. You pretty much
Alright.
you just have to not crit fail to hit
Got
this
it.
brain.
So
It
that
does
is
have an
a
AC, but you're gonna beat it
33 damage.
every time you. All right. Very nice. That brain. You hear another like psychic scream of pain echoing through the room. This manager is gonna synaptic pulse again. When he will saves from Iris, Ogden, and Adelaide.
He doesn't want to chase after me instead of stunning
No,
Iris
friend
again.
Is, friend is bludgeoning you. Ogden is fine.
Why?
Iris is still stunned. Adelaide is fine.
Why do
Adelaide,
you punish me, God?
I don't know what you did to anger the Roll20 gods.
Okay, this round
Played a
we could
soldier.
play- Yeah, that Barathu could easily just move to attack me. I'm so rude to it.
All right. Adelaide is going to bend down, and I believe there was a dead operative at her feet. Like, there was a dead operative, like, right around here.
Yeah.
She's going to bend down and retrieve its pistol.
Okay. That is
And-
a.
Yeah.
I closed him because they're all dead.
Sorry.
That is a Corona laser pistol.
Oh,
2d4.
So 2d4, that's it?
Yeah, the bad part
Oh.
is him being an operative. That's where all the damage is
Gotcha.
coming from.
Not the pistol.
Okay. Well, then never mind. I've got a better pistol somewhere. So, actually, Adelaide's gonna, let's say she didn't do that. And instead, she's gonna teleport.
Okay.
30 feet. Where's that measurer thingy? Oh, that's not it. There. She's gonna teleport to here and take out her pistol and end her turn.
Okay. Ogden?
Can't believe I'm doing this. I feel dirty.
Ogden tries again to shoot this thing with a -2 penalty to AC inhibitor and the hampering inhibitor as well. 26 to hit its CAC. Good. And then to give this thing a harder time getting multiple people is going to take a guarded step back, flipping it off as a free action.
What were your you did
ending.
AC?
-2 to AC, 50% reduction in move speeds for 8 rounds, both of them.
Got it.
Ogden ends his turn.
All right, Iris is stunned. This manager slams. This is the second one, or at least we gotta tick these down on Ogden's turn. It's almost not sickened anymore. It's gonna slam with sickened. Last go. Actually, it's gonna slam you twice. That's a 15 hit both times. It misses both times. Last go.
Lasco continues to ignore the manager and attacks upper management.
I'd like to
Attack
speak to
upper
your
management.
manager.
That is 28 damage before hardness.
Yeah, 28 minus hardness.
Slowly.
It is enough.
making it
There
down.
is like a sickening scream and a squelch as the glowing of this brain dies out and the throbbing stops.
Did
This
the Barathu give up?
they do not give up. This one floats over here. Even right there. And is gonna slam Iris. 32 to slam for 9 bludgeoning damage. Adelaide.
So there's that. Adelaide is going to cast Puncture Veil with her very last spell on this Barathu. Let's see if that does anything. Puncture Veil.
All right. Does 2 damage.
Actually, no, sorry.
Bleeding?
Can I get rid of Puncture Veil? Let's replace that with Electoplasmic Barrage.
Okay.
By which I mean Ectoplasmic Barrage. Electoplasmic Barrage. That'd be cool. Oh, 15 probably misses.
It does indeed.
Okay.
Ogden.
All right. Ogden is going to shoot them with a Mark II sedative this time. I'm going to take a reroll because that's only a 5 on the die for a 17. How many rerolls we got left?
You guys got 2 rerolls.
Lovely.
First one we have here is from Ghost. It says, for whoever needs it.
Thank you very much, Ghost. D20. That's a toot toot. And thanks for nothing rerolls.
Oh. But still, thank you, Ghost. It's not your fault.
Thank you, Ghost. Thank you for this nothing that happened. Thank you for the opportunity.
Like lower the value of rerolls and maybe make the +1, switch it with the +1s and maybe make them a +2.
Yeah, I mean, certainty is great, is the thing.
That is a good point.
Rerolls are still stronger, I think, because you can turn a 2 or, like
Agreed.
it's...
Yeah.
But
rerolls are for net ones.
Yes. I end my turn.
All right. Iris, you get a turn again.
Oh my lord. Iris
That's
just
what
walks
saved you.
Iris steps in and punches.
That absolutely hits. 15 bludgeoning damage
Minimum damage.
to that Barathu. This one back here is still sickened for at least one more round and slams Lasco twice. Let's see, a 13 and a 19 are both going to miss. Lasco.
How do I want to do this? He is sick, so he keeps missing, so I'm just gonna... is that dumb? No, I don't think it's dumb.
Went over there to flank with Iris.
Yeah, I'm just gonna provoke. Give this guy no respect. No respect.
No respect at all. I
ran over here to punch his boss, and then I just run back past him.
The other one does get a slam as you move in, because, reach.
True.
That's a 24.
24 KAC is a miss.
Continue.
And then I will trick him for flat-footed. 22 versus 22 for flanking versus for 32 damage.
32 damage. Okay. Ouch. This manager is going to full round slam 1 at each of you. And miss both of you terribly. Adelaide.
Oh, I take 7 more damage because bleed.
Yes, don't forget that bleed. Still there. Still a thing.
All right. Well, Adelaide is really very, very unhappy that she has to use a gun. She's completely out of spells and spell gem.
You got cantrips?
And bomb.
You don't have to ruin a good thing.
Really, really cantrips. No. She has some self-respect. And so she'll be using the Vapor Cavitation Pistol.
Okay.
If whatchamacallit, roll 20 of her. Oh, it's asking me for a full attack? No, she will not. And this is against red.
Ha!
So that's a
27 will
27.
Adelaide struggles for a while to try to find the trigger.
All right, Ogden.
Ogden will use one of his freebie Mark II sedatives now. Shooting Red once again, muttering to himself, "Giant pronking gas bags, go down." No, that's a 3 on the die. I would like to use our other reroll unless somebody has strong feelings to the contrary, because we're running out of time here.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, this one's from Trippy. Trippy says, "I'm an envoy. Get him."
I'm going to try. Oh, that means I get a +1 on this reroll, of course. It's not going to matter, though, because that's a 17 on the die.
That'll be a hit.
14 plus another 3, 17 total piercing damage to this Barathu.
Barathu doesn't look good. Iris. Oh, I'm going to tick these down. Hey, this one's not sticking anymore. This combat lasted 8 rounds.
I wonder why.
Because they got to stun the big hitters. That's why.
For days.
That's what made this fight hard. Not these guys themselves.
That's an 18 and a 13.
Those will both miss.
Is that after flanking? And flat-footed?
Yes, it is. Flanking is... flat-footed is not factored. I leave that one to Nick, since it technically...
yeah, so not quite. The manager in the back. Step up here. And slam Adelaide. That's a 20 to hit for 11 bludgeoning damage.
If it's KIC, it does not hit.
Nice. All right, Lasco.
Lasco bleeds more.
Yeah, that'll happen.
And full attack.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, well, that is a dead Barathu. That gas bag depletes.
I'm happy.
Adelaide.
How many more crits are you going to roll?
Yeah, he's
one or
getting all of
two.
them.
Adelaide will teleport away 30 feet.
So cool.
Teleport.
Yeah, I mean, I don't believe so. I mean, she basically
Otherwise it
just
wouldn't be
pops out
marked
of
used.
existence.
Is it an ability?
Yeah, it's her. What is the exact thing it's called?
What it's called matters less than what kind of an ability is it? Is it spell-like? Is it extraordinary? Is it supernatural?
Well, knowing what
that's a
it's
good question.
called would help with finding those tags.
It's called Flash Teleport. It's a class ability.
I guess I can look it up. It is spell-like, which is important to note on your sheet.
It specifically says this movement doesn't provide that.
It does, and that's the question. Anything that is a spell or spell-like provokes unless it specifically says it does not. So you're good.
Okay, well, then she's going to... she's going to attack with the pistol again. That one that was so close to her and tried to hit her.
Do it. Oh, an 11 is going to miss.
An 11? Ooh.
All right, so move. And a standard Ogden.
You know what Ogden's doing. He's going to
bleed
in. Sure. That's totally what I was gonna say. Yes.
I understand.
Ogden will step up next to Lasco, and then Lasco feels again the butt of a pistol against his shoulder, and then he also feels 3d8 hit points being shot into him. Take 16 hit points back, and you are no longer bleeding. And I should mark how many of these I've used today. That was my whole turn.
All right, Iris.
Oh
I
boy.
believe in your ability to go over there and work on ending this thing.
And whack.
It does get a
Oh, you
slam.
get ready for.
Nope, we're just whacking.
Okay.
It does get a slam as you move in. 29 to hit for 14 bludgeoning damage.
Sorry, I rolled before I thought about it.
It's okay. It worked out.
Your 29 does hit for 23 bludgeoning damage. Is that Baratheon? And then it will be its turn. It's going to try to slam you again with its turn. Turn slam. 27 to hit for 16 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
All right, last go.
Lasco will rush in. Will use his move action to get in, tumbling, taking a 10 for a 28 to avoid the attack of opportunity, and a trick attack for flat-footed.
Ooh, that's a good trick. Oh no!
Yeah, so 2 for
14
flat-footed, 2 for flanking, but probably still not enough.
It's still gonna miss,
Toot toot.
even with all that math. Oh, and you don't have any
Ooh, what-
rerolls.
Are there any pluses?
No, you do have a +1, but it's not gonna help.
Nah, dang. All right, carry on.
Sad day. You got resolve points. You can't spend those to make your attack hit. Only to live. Adelaide.
All right, Adelaide will hazard.
Okay.
No cantrips she shed.
She ran out of ammo.
Oh.
Fails the reflex save. Deals 1 point of damage. Bam.
Yay.
Would you like your move action?
She.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Ogden.
Ogden shoots this thing after moving up here. Actually, moving over here. Careful not to get too close within brain pulse range. And fires
Can't do that anymore.
the Barathu. With sedative. Yes, Adelaide.
Oh, Adelaide also takes out her Electrovore statuette.
Glenn. Ogden shoots and misses.
Yep, that's going to be a miss. I end my turn.
Iris.
We're gonna go ahead and do the only thing Iris knows how to do.
And it.
Nope.
Those both
Oh.
miss.
Oh, 1s and 3s?
1s and 3s miss. Oh no. This Barathu is having like a hard time hitting you guys, so it's just gonna slam Iris once. It's a 26 to hit for 10 bludgeoning damage if it makes it past his armor.
It does make it past their armor.
10 bludgeoning damage. Last go.
Full attack.
26 is gonna hit for 12. A 16 is gonna miss. A 12 is gonna miss.
Single tear rolls down Lasco's cheek. Next
Oh
turn.
no. Adelaide.
All right, Adelaide summons Sparky. Sparky
Bring him
just
out.
here.
Bring him out.
Oh, that's right. I have to do that. I totally forgot. I would have queued him up if I had. Okay, Sparky. I choose you. And Sparky goes and spends a resolve point to try an electroshock. Sorry.
The statuette, let it act immediately.
Yes, it does. It says so right in the text.
Okay. I was just checking because I didn't remember if it did or not.
Come here, Sparky. Who's your good boy? Sparky is gonna electrical discharge.
Okay.
That's a 1d6 plus 2. For 6 electric damage.
Nice.
Reflex
All right.
DC 13.
No, that's important.
Yeah.
Makes it so it takes half.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. And Iris and Lasco are fine. Good job, Sparky. We finally got the hang of that.
All right, Ogden.
Ogden tries again. Shooting with sedatives. Come on, why can't I?
Oh man,
we got one pronking guy left.
It's all right. Because watch, I'm going to do the same thing now with my full attack. Here it goes.
Okay.
All right, Iris. Come on, Iris.
There we go.
That's more like it.
Better.
That's two
Come
hits.
on,
That's two hits.
Iris. Come on,
That's 2
Iris.
hits, and it deflates that last
man.
gas bag.
Near max and then max damage.
Is
Iris was done with that heckin' flea.
Does Tyrant's game have any deflating balloon noises?
Hold on. Definitely.
I can make
Of course
one
I
if
have.
you want.
No, Nick, do the narration. It's not worth. Yes, of course, there's one.
what?
Nothing, just a Wilhelm scream.
Okay. Now that sorry, we're over time, so I'm trying to get you guys to the end. So we find it to a good stopping point anyway. With that brain thing destroyed, you can access Gamut Bio's servers and download the restricted development files for the Hepadyne implant. These detail the augmentation's development and installation, as well as noting a handful of them were taken by the company's founder, Jasara Hai-Navinci, to a place called Diorama R&D on the small Berthaden moon of Mulvis. With the facility in tatters and upper management defeated, its remaining budget, 20,000 credits, is up for grabs. You can easily transfer these funds to a cred stick upon accessing the servers.
Oh, we do.
Humorously, that's like exactly the number. Yeah.
Server room loot. And some info, and that info I just read to you about the restricted development files, lest you forget. You guys got some really good stuff here. You got a D-suit 2, a Mark 1 thermal capacitor, 2 of each of those, 2 Corona laser pistols, 2 vanishing tactical knives. Notice the vanishing is linked separately. For tactical knife, that is a fusion, 2 Red Star plasma pistols, and all of those hacking credits.
Nice.
The fate of the Gamut Bio facility is up to you. About a dozen employees still work for the company and don't appear to be infected. But without the research staff, they'll have very little to do. The facility itself is also filled with fungal tissue, both the inert fibers of that brain thing you destroyed and the active strands used to build the Hepadyne implants, all of which pose a very real risk of infecting unsuspecting humanoids. I would like to know what y'all do about this, but I can give you the week to think about it if you'd like.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I have an idea.
We can. I think what we'll do is we'll open there with what you guys decide to do about this floating infection hazard, as it were.
I also have ideas. I suspect that they will conflict with Adelaide. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So it should be a good dramatic opening for next week. What you guys want to do about this place and how you're going to move forward in investigating this mystery. This is the end of book 4. Congratulations on making it to level 9. Yeah. So next week when we come, or not next week, the week after that, 2 weeks from now, when we come back, we'll find out the fate of Gamut Bio and see where the investigation takes our investigators from here. As always, big shout out to all of our contributors, my wonderful players, to Seth for doing our art. As always, he takes commissions when he's not too freaking busy. It never hurts to ask, but he might tell you no, he has too many things to do right now. He's studying pretty hard at the moment. And to Tom for our music, and all of you, our wonderful audience, for coming along with us on this wild ride. We'll see you all in 2 weeks. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Hopefully, new Star Lords on Thursday. We will get back to y'all about what the plans are for that soon. Take care of yourselves out there, everyone.